no wild nights, Sammy's screaming process in sight. Callie's caught slipping, shadows dancing moonlight. Sanctuary whispers, danger in the air. Fist fly swift, Callie's caught unaware. County cover up, secrets they hide. A lake so deep, can't escape from the tide. Seatbelt wrapped tight, silence in the hatch. All for a party, now there's no turning back. Underneath the stars, the trail starts to plot. Trust broken heart, Kylie's tied in knots. Boys in the rear view, laughing at the fear. Driving through the dark, nights chilling near. County cover up, secrets they hide. A lake so deep, can't escape from the tide. Seatbelt wrapped tight, silence in the hatch. All for a party, now there's no turning back. Underneath the stars, betrayal starts the plot. Trust broken heart, Kylie's tied in knots. Boys in the rear view, laughing at the fear. Driving through the dark, nights chilling near. County cover up, secrets they hide. A lake so deep, can't escape from the tide. Seatbelt wrapped tight, silence in the hatch. All for a party, now there's no turning back. County cover up, they're coming back on impact. Sanctuary shakes with the echo of the sin. Process water's cold where the lies begin. County covers quick, no clue left to trace. Justice buried deep in that forgotten place. Life on the edge, pushed it too far. Sammy's twisted game, left a scar. Kylie's tears fall, mixing with the clay. Echoes of the fight never fade away.
What is up, y'all? What's up, CB? How you doing, baby? So, before we get into all the files and stuff, I love X, as y'all know. There is this person that goes by the name of Data Republican on X, and they've been doing a lot of the USAID tracking and stuff like that, and I did not know that these people have a website where you could do like grant searches, award searches, and stuff like that. That's how they're putting all this information out, doing charting graphs, blah 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 blah. So before we jump into part 2 of going through August 1st through 10th, I wanted to show y'all a little something that I was just kind of typing in. I did this right before I went live. I'm not gonna fib. So I decided to put in the county of Placer's EIN in, just to see how much government funding they're getting through their federal grant programs. And Placer County is only getting, I mean, I'd like to have $5 million, but look, they're only getting $5.3 million through federal grants, which for Placer County, that's really good. Now, here's where it starts to get weird. So we got 5.3 million going taxpayer money to Placer County. It's really odd to me that when you put in the county of Nevada's EIN, smaller county, less people, and they're getting $6.5 million of tax funding money. Here's where I noticed one thing, and I was like, oh, 2022, you don't say. So, in the fiscal year of 2022, they applied through the Department of Justice offices, boards, and divisions for a grant for their COPS system, which is abbreviates to COPS, okay? So the fiscal year of 2022 COPS Office Technology and Equipment Program, TEP, Invitational Solicitations, is an invitation-only grant program designed to develop and acquire effective equipment, technologies, and interoperable communications that assist in responding to and preventing crime. The objective is to provide funding for projects which improve police effectiveness and the flow of information among law enforcement agencies, local government service providers, and the communities they serve. Funding shall be used for the projects and in the amounts specified under the heading Community-Oriented Policing Services, Technology and Equipment, Community Projects, COPS Law Enforcement Technology and Equipment, in the Joint Explanatory Statement, Division B, which is incorporated by reference into Public Law 117-103. They started this funding in 2022. This funding will end March 31st of this year. But it's crazy to me that they're getting $4.8 million for this funding per year. And then the only other one they're doing is Roadside Collaborative Wildfire Risk Reduction, which 1.7 million, I mean, is a little bit of money, but that's Department of Agriculture, the USFS Forest Service. Okay, so you got 6.5 going tax money to Nevada, the county of Nevada. Then I did Tahoe searches. It just gets higher and higher in amounts here. This is $208 million going to Department of Energy, Federal Aviation. This is for like airports, utilities, law projects. Another airport. Here's NV Energy Incorporated, $4 million for Lake Tahoe, Nevada Resilience Corridors. Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, another one. It's just crazy to me that they put more money into their airport, $16 million of your taxpayer dollars. Well, I can't even say our taxpayer dollars, okay? And then when you go down and look at what they're putting into education, it's just deplorable, y'all. Hold on. There's conservation, which I get that. See, here you go. Nevada Systems of Higher Education. $3 million is all we're going to put into education. $3.8 million to Lake Tahoe Community College for STEM pathways, which is cool. STEM is awesome. It's crazy to me how very little they're putting into education. Tahoe Fire Protection, Great Basin Institute. Yeah, like $8 million going into more conservation. Like, how many conservations? How much funding do they need for all this shit? Like, this airport, the airport funding is what a lot of this is for. 6 million, 3 million, 8 million. Where else? The $6 million one is so that they can redo the Tahoe Truckee fucking airport runway. I don't know. I would love to know. I'm gonna keep digging until I find that number out. Because I know people like me, you, others, BoobTube would like to know. There's a lot of people who would like to know. Upper Bijou Park. North Lake Tahoe Fire Protection. Like, how much, like, it's crazy to me that it's like the same agencies are asking for, I mean, lots of money. But this is just Tahoe. So Tahoe's asking for $208 million in taxpayer monies, okay? Oh, it gets much worse. You ready? So I looked up Truckee. When I looked up Truckee, I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. $215 million is what's going into Truckee programs. Truckee Tahoe Airport, $6.3 million to reconstruct the runway. by 2027. Truckee Carson irrigation, which I understand irrigation. It's crazy to me that they're asking for millions of dollars in funding, but then when you like scroll down to like fire protection, it's very low. When you look at Institute for Future Intelligence, which, I mean, $1.4 million, that's not much. Nevada Systems of Higher Education, 1.9, Higher Education 2, like, and then what's crazy to me is like the Tahoe Forest Health Systems, like your local hospital is only getting $1.3 million in funding. Like, what? And I'm honestly surprised to see the Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation is only getting 124 grand. Here's another 30 grand. I don't understand this Nevada Land Trust, how they're asking the Department of Interior for money, but hey, whatever. Tahoe Truckee Community Foundation is asking for $100,000 for long-term forest and fuels strategic for just planning. That's just for planning, y'all. They want $100,000 to plan something out. Oh, let's see if they got 501s. Oh, what's Tahoe Truckee Community Foundation? Ooh, you got an EIN? Give me that. I want to just look that EIN up real quick in all these databases real quick. Okay, so they only asked for that. Let's see what their charity, if they got any charity funding. I promise I'll get through this as quick as possible, and then we'll get to. So that's cool. Tahoe Truckee Community Foundation in 2022, $5.3 million came from cash contributions. The only amount of taxpayer dollars that went to that is $66. That's really cool. All right, so I'm going to go to a charity graph, and I'm going to see what charities are tied to this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's good. That means it's clean money. That's good. So for anybody that wants to use Data Republic, here is the link to the website. Wait till I show you the state of California. When you see this number, you guys are going to be like, what the fuck? Okay, so I did the state of California as a whole to see how much they get in federal grants. This is just federal grants. This does not include charity funding, anything like that. They get 10 billion. See, millions here. This is 350 million. $10 billion in federal grants, taxpayer money. $10 billion of your tax money's going for your kids to be trafficked, all the drugs to be in that state, all these gateway clinics that don't seem to be helping your kids stop drinking and doing drugs, and your forests just keep on burning down. I don't know, $10 billion, that's a lot of money. All right, with that said, let's get back to where we were earlier today. I'm gonna reread this, because this ship, I don't know, man. And that's what everybody's like, are we gonna get some refunding from all just the USAID with how much money has been funneled and laundered through that? Like, yeah, and all the protests that are going on, like, where were they when North Carolina needed people to be protesting for them? Hell, when their whole fucking city was burning down, where were they protesting to open the floodgates of water? Man. They protest some of the dumbest shit ever, honestly. Protesting for other countries while waving flags of other countries? What? You can tell these people are clearly not America first, but it's okay. They're going to do what they're going to do. So I've been thinking about this post from findkylie.com. This post August 7th at 3:35 p.m. And the wording of this, y'all, bothers the shit out of me. Kylie update. Can everyone just come and support tonight? Seems very desperate. Support our teens and our community. What about Kylie? See what I'm saying? Like, what about, where is any of this about Kylie? Support our teens and our community through this time tonight. Please show up even now if you weren't involved. Involved in what? Because y'all are telling us that this was an accident. Involved in what? Then you go on to say, this is critical? What's critical? Because there's no mention of finding Kylie here. It's critical what? That the people involved don't get in trouble? Ugh. Please show up even now if you weren't involved. This is critical and we are going to need everyone here tonight. Please don't be scared. Here's some gaslighting's coming along. It's understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. I highly doubt your parents think much of it, because it's clear to me after reading all of these Facebook posts through all these people that go to Prosser parties and Boca parties and Stampede parties and Donner Lake parties and Back Road parties that y'all do it. Everybody does it. Everybody has done it for decades and decades and decades. It goes and parties out in the woods. It ain't nothing new. Okay? Please don't be scared. It is understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. It's okay to feel scared and protect yourself. But please, don't risk her life tonight. Almost sounds like she's alive. This isn't a joke, and she could be dead. Who says this? Who says this? What you do could determine if she lives. Say what? This is a ballsy fucking statement. We've been through enough this year. Like what? Let's not let anything go further. What's gonna go further? See, something spiraled out of control at that party. Just by all this statement right here, I don't understand why whoever wrote this statement is not being investigated. That's what I'm gonna assume, CB. Bitch was running the whole ass show, had y'all played for fools, and y'all just went right along with it. Alright. Here's another fine Kylie post. August 7th again. Everyone will be protected by the police and everyone involved. Involved in what? Involved in what? Everyone will be protected by the police and everyone involved. Please help us and show up. If you attended the Prosser party on August 5th, please come. You could save her life. That's concerning. Is this the Connor that drove her home? I've always wondered that. When saying we will contact parents, we mean to get you out of any trouble. Repost and share this everywhere. We need everyone to come to this is vital. Vital for who? You, Scammy? She sounds like she's panicking. And then if you think about, which I'm sure we'll get to those, her very first appearances, like, she can't stay still. And racing feet are identifiers. No, Connor's not her brother, no. Tanner is her brother. Michael Tanner. Tanner Michael. Oh, here we go.
To hug you. We start tonight with breaking news. Investigators in Placer County saying they believe a missing teen may have been kidnapped. This is 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. She was last seen yesterday in Placer County. And you just heard from Kylie's mom.
See, I'm just wondering if Sammy didn't spin this narrative to deflect away from her.
At the top there. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 10. I'm Eric Rucker. The 16-year-old was last seen
or
at a party
if she
near the
didn't
Placer
have somebody
Family
to snatch her.
in Truckee. Her vehicle is also missing and is described as a silver 2013 Honda
I just don't
CR-V.
trust her.
Kylie's parents desperate for help tonight, and they're asking anyone who might know something about where their daughter is to please come forward.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and we love her so much. And Kylie, we love you. And if you see this, please just...
See, what's going on in her chin right here is authentic. This is... So, her first interview earlier that morning, you could tell she's devastated. Here later in the evening, or late afternoon, you can clearly tell she's absolutely devastated. You could tell by the movements in her chin. This is not faked.
We love her so much, and Kylie, we love you. And if you see this, please just come home.
All right.
Something has happened to this mom. Yeah, and speaking of Celicia, it's really odd that you say that. I'm just wondering if Celicia Alicia Singh wasn't going by a false name and her name wasn't Ashley Singh. Because I was looking through police record databases and I found Nate Kabakugan's homicide charge that was put on him on August 12th after being arrested on the 10th. And then I also found a traffic violation for an Ashley Singh. I think it was in November.
So what we know is that teen was last seen wearing Dickies pants and a black tank top. Anyone with any information regarding the teen's whereabouts are encouraged to send tips to the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
It's crazy how that tank top changed to a bodysuit once a bodysuit was found and somebody was depicted as Kylie Rodney in a bodysuit. Ain't that crazy? That's really crazy how her clothes just kept changing.
To the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
All right, next one. Search for missing teen in Placer County investigated as an abduction. This is August 7th. They're investigating her disappearance as an abduction, the agency's public information officer confirmed to Fox 40. We're treating her disappearance as an abduction because we have not yet located her vehicle. Kylie was last seen near the Prosser family campground in Truckee around 12:30 a.m. It's just crazy how they wound back that time. Just crazy. See, look, she's panicking. She is literally panicking. Again, this is Instagram of Sammy's on August 7th. Look at that bold-faced uppercase letters, dude. Attention to everyone who attended the Prosser party on August 5th. We are having another statement session for you to help us get any information about Kylie. Repost and share. This is what's hilarious right here, dude. Even if you did not attend the party, or you did not meet or see Kylie, and you were just at the party or knew who went, please come to the new rec center in Truckee. That's weird. That's a weird statement. It will be from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on August 8th. See? They had a little community get-together on the 8th. Please come, and you will need to fill out a witness form. Please help us do this and bring her home. And, see, please help us do this and bring her home. Exactly, Liberty. I don't think her car was there. I really don't. with the technology that they have, with the capabilities they have, with how many teams were on it. I mean, on it. There is no way 44 different agencies. Let's just cut that in half. There's no way 22 agencies. Shit, let's just cut that in half. There's no way 11 agencies missed this vehicle. There's no way. No way. See, this is August 7th as well. You all know by now that 16-year-old Kylie Rodney is missing. She went to a bonfire at Prosser Dam on Friday night, attended by about 100 other teens. Around 1 a.m., Kylie told friends she was leaving the party. Then Kylie, the silver Honda CR-V she was driving, and her phone just disappeared. If your child was at the bonfire, please ask them to talk through the whole night with you. Ask for the little details. If your teen was drinking alcohol or where they weren't supposed to be, for Kylie's sake, please give your kids a free pass just this once. All the kids who were there need to tell parents what happened at the party moment by moment, especially around the time Kylie left, without fear of punishment, so they can tell you everything. Remembering a tiny detail may help immensely. Well, and that's what I'm like, that's one thing I've been trying to point out is like, Sammy specifically says very early on that there were no tire tracks. Kylie's family are trying to piece together the night's narrative to figure out when she left and with whom she left, because there was rumors that she left with 2 dudes. 1 a.m. over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yep. And they're talking about looking for her keys, her necklace, her phone, this fucking straw. Like, of all things that you're focused on a straw keychain holder. Why? Does it got drugs and DNA on it? Like, I just don't understand why you're looking for a fucking straw keychain. Please contact Detective Stephanie Frickberg at 530-392-5609 if you have any information, videos, or photos of the party. The police have promised that no one will get in trouble for sharing stories about intoxication. There's a meeting tonight at 5 at the Truckee Rec Center. If you, which is crazy, if you, your child, or your friends were at the party, we need your help. It sounds like adults were there. Please come tonight if you were at the bonfire. See? Again, full immunity for teenaged stuff. We just need to help Kylie. Kylie was driving a silver 2013 Honda CR-V. If you live off of 89 or in the Prosser neighborhood and have a Ring camera, please take a look for her car after 1:30 a.m. Ask neighbors. Ask friends. We need to get this sweet girl home. No consequences teen meeting. Kylie needs her community to help find her. I'm not sure what you mean, CB. Was made it likely real. And this was Kylie's mom posting about Kylie missing. So I'll just read it. Hi, y'all. Which is crazy that Lindsay says hi, y'all. Mag's mom says hi, y'all. And Cassie Rebel, whatever Hebel, whatever her name is. They all say hi all. Anyway, hi all. As many of you already know, Kylie is missing. Thank you all for reaching out with compassion and support. The search and rescue search in the Prosser area has been stopped. She's posting this late at night. I think they stopped for the night. That's my opinion. I was told that over 20 separate units, agencies were involved in the search, along with the CHP helicopter search and countless friends and strangers who spent the day scouring the area. It appears that she is not there, nor is she at any of the local hospitals or jails. I know that so many of you want to help, and I don't know what to do. At this point, the most helpful thing would to be lean on any teens you know in the Truckee, Tahoe, Incline, Reno area. You notice that she's not saying Sacramento, San Francisco, or any of those areas, who were at the party at Prosser on the night of Friday, August 5th. Ask neighbors, ask parents. We are still trying to piece together the night's narrative to figure out when she left and whom she left with. Anyone with this type of information or videos, photos of the party is urged to contact, again, Detective Stephanie Frickberg. This lady just around there changing hats and shit. She's changing all of her hats. She forgot to put on her gloves. It's so crazy. I am staying away from social media, so best to get a hold of the detective. It's almost like someone told her to step back, you know? I don't know. The police have promised that no one will get in trouble for sharing stories about intoxication. We know where she isn't, but don't know where she is, nor do we have any good leads. Her friends have planned a meeting at the rec center in Truckee tomorrow at 10 a.m. This is her posting this the night of the 7th. So this would be the 10 a.m. meeting that Sammy needs everybody to get down there. They plan on distributing flyers near and far. Feel free to show up for the meeting. Of course, any sightings of her car would be helpful too. Well, no, Lindsay, they weren't helpful because when people said, hey, we see her car and 4 of the numbers of the license plate, or there wasn't a license plate, or that it was spotted over by Hurstel multiple times, it was spotted at Boca multiple times, people saw her and her car at Boca the next day, y'all were telling us that shit wasn't helpful. I think so too, CB. Something made that Truckee Way got her, you know? It's a silver 2013 Honda CR-V. If you have any friends who live off of 89 or in the Prosser neighborhood with Ring cameras, take a look for her car after 1:30 a.m. Needless to say, it has been a day. We are lucky to have friends in town who have been at our side since the morning and are carrying more than their share of this burden. Whose burden? Sammy's? If I don't respond to your messages, do know that I'm seeing them and appreciate your reaching out. Despite all of the love and support, I just don't have it in me to respond, while we still don't have any real information. See that? Any real information. Tomorrow is another day and a new chance to find answers. In the meantime, hug your family and tell them you love them. August 7th. This is from another family member. 11:07 p.m. Hi, still no word. Actually, this is Mom. We spent the day at the rec center passing out flyers to people who posted them near and far. There is a meeting tonight with law enforcement, teens, and parents trying to gather more information. It was a decent showing. They are now working on the case as a possible abduction, which is actually good because it opens more resources, keeps lots of agencies involved, and makes it more possible to get warrants. Well, where are the warrants? See, my mom just got here. Sally is on her way. Sally is in the Sally that Doug called? That Sally? Just curious.
Early on August 6th, a 16-year-old Kylie Rodney went missing from the Prosser
Good question,
family
CB.
campground in Truckee. And this morning, her friends and family gathered to hand...
Speaking of which, hold on, I'm gonna open something up real quick. I'm going to upload this as a video, but I'm gonna slow it down. This is a lot of conversation with that Emma Golden. I probably shouldn't go over this tonight. Actually, I'm not. I'll upload that as a video because she says a lot of really important stuff in there. Yeah, because that'll take up a lot of time. So let me just get back to this.
Early on August 6th, a 16-year-old Kylie Rodney went missing from the Prosser family campground in Truckee. And this morning, her friends and family gathered to hand out flyers and lend support
This is
for one
August
another
7th,
as they
News
joined
2
in the
Reno.
search for Kylie and her car.
We're just terrified and feel so helpless, and just appreciate the community and all of the love and support, and hope that if anybody has any information that they'll help us find her. We just want to
See, August 7th, she's devastated still.
bring her home or know where she is or what happened to her.
Now, Kylie was last seen around 12:30 a.m. at a party in Truckee on August 6th with more than 100 young adults and juveniles. She's 5'7", has blonde hair, hazel eyes.
It blows my mind that these young, legal adults were not charged.
And a tattoo on her ribs. Her vehicle is also missing from the party. It's a silver 2013 Honda CR-V with California license plates. Her mom says there's a dream catcher type medallion hanging from the car's mirror.
See that? Mom put the description out of a dream catcher. And isn't it weird that this is the only news media that kept repeating it? I didn't hear Tony Dodge bringing it up. I didn't hear Sammy Smith bringing it up. I didn't hear Ickadmel talking about it. I didn't hear Tyler Feller talking about it. I didn't hear Christina Randall talking about it. I didn't hear none of those people, no other news media. Matter of fact, I think News 2 Reno is the one that, it's either 2 or 4 that made a news article about Nick Tow Truck Guy. Yeah, she don't make no mention of a Ram sticker. See, you hear that?
On August 6th with more than 100 young adults and juveniles. She's 5'7", has blonde hair, hazel eyes, and a tattoo on her ribs. Her vehicle is also missing from the party. It's a silver 2013 Honda CR-V with California license plates. Her mom says there's a dream catcher type medallion hanging from the car's mirror and some scratches on the front.
See that? And some scratches. But if you look at the car, the whole ass end, it has these weird dings on it, like it got pushed by something or hit by something or something. Because if you look on the front end of the bumper, there is a puncture mark on the right-hand side. Technically, if we're looking at it from this view, it would be the left side. It would be the front driver's side. There is a hole punched in it where that bumper is loosened and hanging down from the car. But if you notice when Sammy says about the sunroof, she bites down on her lips because she knows she's telling a lie. The only vehicle that I know of that has a sunroof is Sammy's car. Maybe she's accidentally telling on herself. Maybe they were in her car. I would just like to know who these other teens are that were in this vehicle. Because Sammy said it was her and other friends. So who are the 3 other friends or 4 other friends that were in the vehicle? That's what I think so too, CB.
Medallion hanging from the car's mirror and some scratches on
I'm
the
gonna play this part one more time. Right here. This is Mom's description of Kylie's car.
California license plates. Her mom says there's a dream catcher type medallion hanging from the car's mirror and some scratches on the front. Anyone with information is asked to call Placer County Sheriff's Office immediately. The family is offering a $50,000 reward for...
I think the biggest mistake was trusting Sammy. Yeah, the white CRV that Jagger Westfall has is a sunroof. And then we also have that picture of Kylie where she's like sitting out the driver's seat holding her pipe. She has like pink colored, I don't know if it's like Kool-Aid dyed hair, because it seems like they all Kool-Aid dyed their hair at one moment. But yeah, in that picture, she's sitting in the driver's seat of a white vehicle.
For information that leads to her location.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and we love her so much. And Kylie, we love you. And if you see this, please just...
My heart breaks
please
for her.
just come home. I want nothing more than to hug you. And if anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them. And we're not looking to like bust anybody else or get anybody in trouble. We just want to see her.
You see how she says we're not like looking to bust anybody else? Who got in trouble? Is she the one that got in trouble? Is this mom the one that got in trouble? Because that's bullshit if that's the case. Oh, here we go. Find Kylie again. If you or your family, you notice how if you look here, that says Smith. That's definitely Sammy Smith. Yeah, it is, because there's her picture right there. So she has 2 email addresses. Huh. Girl, you should probably check your inbox. You got 99 plus emails. If you or your family have any pictures or tips, you can also contact this email, which is now our official email for finding Kylie. Please help. That's August 7th as well. It seems like Sammy is in a panic. And clearly ain't nobody sending this inbox any emails. Because storage used 0% of 15 gigabytes. Unless she's deleting all the tips that she's getting. Maybe people are saying, it was you. Why did you get in a fight with her? You know, I just... what's Outdoorsy saying? Was the dream catcher in the car? I don't remember. Yes, it was. When they're pulling it out, you can see it hanging from the rear view mirror. Oh yeah, this girl is definitely panicking, Liberty. You can tell. Like, you can see the... You can not only tell the panic in her typing, you can hear the panic in her words, you can see the panic in the way she can't sit still. Truckee PD official. Missing person. Community help needed for @Placer Sheriff. What about @Nevada County Sheriff? That's what I don't understand. And this is a whole nother phone number. See, look. She was wearing green dicky pants, a black tank top. They switched that bodysuit around real quick once someone sent that picture of not Kylie to them, didn't they? There's so much that got fucked up in this investigation because they didn't investigate it properly. They just took Sammy's word for it. Ugh, makes me sick. See, here's Anna Larson. Hi, y'all. Wow, dude. I think I read this already. I don't know why I have so many versions of the same thing. I think just in case I was afraid that I didn't have them. Tomorrow we will start putting up flyers around town and doing small search parties around town to do all we can to find her. Look, the last place she was Prosser. Sammy knows. Sammy knows what was happening, what was going on. Yes, this is Mag's mom. And it's just crazy to me that this is August 7th and we're already like, Sammy's the person that we're giving her phone number out? It's just insane to me, dude.
Search and rescue crews are looking for a 16-year-old girl from Truckee whose disappearance is now being treated as suspicious by the Placer County Sheriff's Office. 16-year-old Kylie Rodney was last seen around mid.
Look, if only they would have kept treating it as suspicious.
Midnight Friday at Prosser Reservoir at a high school farewell party for seniors. The last person to speak to her by phone was her friend Sammy Smith, who was with her at the party.
That somebody else was involved is my main concern, and I think a lot of the people of Truckee and Tahoe feel the same way. Just that there was somebody else involved, because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over Prosser and all of Truckee. Everybody's looking everywhere constantly for her and her car.
Well, the Placer County Sheriff's Office released a photo of the type of car that Rodney owned and would have been driving. It's a 2013 Honda CR-V with a California license plate 8YUR127. Rodney was last seen at Prosser Reservoir for that party where there were hundreds of teenagers there. She's described as a 5'7", 115-pound blonde girl.
Bro, look, this is definitely Sammy. Please, don't be scared of getting in trouble. We need your help for this. Please help us. We are begging you. She's begging people, y'all. August 7th at 1:21 p.m. Kylie update. Kylie is still lost. We have no leads on where she is. If you report anything as a teen, you will not be held responsible. We have had kids report themselves for doing coke and drinking and smoking and shrooms and just about everything. Everything. Anything you say will not be used against you. Well, you cannot say that. You cannot guarantee that. You are not a law enforcement officer. Not only that, they tell you in your Miranda rights, anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of law. If you don't want your parents to know anything, you can text or call this number to report anonymously, and she gives her fucking phone number again. Or you can call the Placer County Sheriff's Office. Y'all. Sheesh. She is just desperate. This is the GoFundMe. $63,272 raised by Amy Quarart. I don't know. August 7th emergencies. And it's crazy how they changed it to support for the family of Kylie Rodney once it hit this amount. Prior to this, I have it documented. Prior to this, it was for whoever found or led to finding Kylie. Oh, I have that again. See, here we go again. A black tank top. It's just crazy how it switched up. And you notice how Placer County Sheriff's Office isn't sharing Sammy's number? August 7th. I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me is if this party is where they're saying it was. These lights, this amount of light should have picked up on the fire cams. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And I have this version in I'm the maps of this map to where you can read everything on here. It's just crazy to me that on August 7th, the current search and rescue area, please keep out. And that includes Prosser and Boca. And it also what drives me crazy SAR Command, last seen August 6th at 1 a.m. And like, where this is marked at is way up further. Like, why is the last seen across the lake? It's almost like they parked here and here. Because this location is more... Wait, no. I see what's going on. Never mind. No, this is Prosser Family Campground. This got me confused. This is the boat ramp here. The peninsula, which is crazy because... Hold on. Yeah, here we go. I'll just zoom in on this. Yeah, the peninsula where she was found would be like right here. You see where she was last seen? This is the concrete road. Here is the Y intersection. Here's that dirt road. You see where she was last seen? You see that? You see where it's marked at? Last seen in this little red area. Let's go do something real quick. Actually, I can close that tab. Close that one. Yep. All right. Where it's saying she was last seen is right here. Look. See? Here's the nutsack. Here's the boat ramp. Here's that road that goes past Prosser Family Campground. Here's the Y intersection. And here's the loop. So, you're telling us she was last seen in this area? They had caution tape blocking off the road to Sanctuary in SF. In the SF video, SF is coming up this road. Or, SF is coming out this road, and Juan is pulling down in. If I'm not mistaken. This is the road. Like, right here is where SF and Juan meet up. It's just crazy to me that you got a Y here and you got a Y here, and this is where they're saying she was last seen. Look. See? Because down here's Lakeside. Last seen August 6th, 1 a.m. Right here. Sanctuary's over here. Because if this is Prosser Family Campground, this is Prosser Ranch Group, this is the boat ramp, this is where the bathrooms and shit are. Here is the water, here, the peninsula would be here, and down here would be Sanctuary. Oh, I agree, Liberty. I agree. What's next? Yeah, so here we go. I'll just leave this here. Here is the first Y. They're saying she was last seen over here. Well, that's crazy. Because this is where the map cuts off. It cuts off like right through here. sanctuary is over here. Because it was like boxing match here, parking was here. I still think this party was all along here and down in here. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, shit, dude. This is when I went back to the satellite images from August 8th to 10th. And it shows you how much the water depleted. Watch. Ready? Watch. See how much the water went down? It's just, in the one video, this vehicle, whatever it is, it's like a trailer, it's parked there. Yeah, I would like to know who wrote that last scene. It looks like Sammy's capital letter writing, in my opinion. Oh, and this is where that bodysuit was found, see? Here's Prosser Dam. It was found over here. And this is where her car was pulled out. Oh shit.
We set up a tip line for anyone who knows what happened to her. The number is on your screen. Kylie Rodney disappeared near the Prosser family campground, as we mentioned. So let's take a look at the map of the location right now. ABC 10's Monica Coleman joins us.
Remember in the one thingy, they were showing like the map of Kylie living down here, that Truckee was here, and there was a pinpoint here, and Sammy said, no, she wasn't found there. She was found up at the lake a little to the north and to the right. And I'm just wondering if she didn't mean Boca. I'll be right back. I'm going to let this play in and grab a drink.
Live in the area. Monica, deputies think that this was not at all an accident.
Me either.
That's right, Conchetta. They are saying that Kylie Rodney was last seen at a party here at the Prosser family campgrounds. About 100 people were there. And I want to show you what this area looks like so you can understand what authorities are up against when it comes to the search this morning. This is a heavily wooded area. A large body of water is here at the campgrounds, and they're looking up and down.
You know what's crazy to me? And it just seems like they were all about suspicious activity, foul play, possible abduction, until Nick Tow Truck guy made his statement. And then they quickly tried to spin it all around, didn't they?
Down throughout this area trying to find her.
Why is that?
16-year-old girl
is because it would put Sammy as possible. It would, the last three people that would be prime suspect would be Sammy, Elsa, and Nick.
Disappeared from the party. Her silver 2013 Honda CR-V is also missing, and her phone has been out of service since the party. According to the sheriff's office, the Honda has a California license plate of 8YUR127. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office said deputies are treating the case as an abduction because Rodney's car has not been found yet.
Yes,
Kylie is described
does.
as standing at 5 feet 7 inches and weighing 115 pounds with blonde hair and hazel eyes. She was last seen wearing green dicky pants, a black tank top, numerous piercings, a nose ring, and jewelry. Her mother shared the following message on Facebook through the Placer County Sheriff's Office on Sunday.
If anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please please come forward and share them.
I just want to know what happened between August 7th and 9th.
Bust anybody else or get anybody in trouble. We just want to see our daughter home.
We start tonight with the search for this missing 16-year-old girl.
August 8th.
Kylie Rodney was last seen in Truckee near a campground, and tonight the case is now being investigated as a possible abduction. ABC 10's Bridget Pujoriolo has more from Truckee.
16-year-old Kylie Rodney was last seen at this campsite near Truckee early Saturday morning. And as more time passes, concern for her safety is growing, with detectives now investigating her case as a possible abduction. Pictures of a smiling teen printed on flyers scattered throughout the town.
I don't even think it's so much incompetence as it is corruption and paid to look the other way.
Town of Truckee. It's where friends last saw Kylie Rodney at a campsite where investigators say up to...
And then you have people that are so eager to suck their own dick and complicate a case that they insert themselves and fuck it up even further.
300 people came to party Friday night.
I was one
Hold
of those.
up.
Kylie Rodney.
Hold on. Let me play
We
this
start
again.
tonight.
Kylie Rodney was last...
Case is now being investigated as a possible
I
abduction.
want to hear this part again.
ABC 10's Bridget Poggiolo has more from Truckee.
16-year-old Kylie Rodney was last seen at this campsite near Truckee early Saturday morning.
There's Mags right there.
And as more time passes, concern for her safety is growing, with detectives now investigating her case as a
that's
possible
Mags right there.
abduction.
And Alika.
Pictures of a smiling teen printed on flyers scattered throughout the town of Truckee. It's where friends last saw Kylie Rodney at a campsite where...
Like, I've just never seen flyers printed to where, like... Instead of contacting local law enforcement, like, you're filtering all this information through possible prime suspects.
Investigators say up to 300 people came to...
Now it's 300. Between the 6th and the 8th, they change it from 100 to 300.
Party Friday night.
I was one of the last people with Kylie, and...
Oh, were you? Well, what happened to her then, Sammy? And why are you wearing such a baggy shirt? See, there's that necklace. See? See, there's that thin chain necklace with the other one, and it's tucked in. It's crazy, right? Let's hear that again, Sammy.
The party Friday night.
I was one of the last people with Kylie, and
One of the last people. Well, who else was with you? Elsa and who else?
am just desperate to do anything that I can.
She's desperate. See, look, see? She's even saying she's desperate to do anything. Yikes, Sammy. Hold on, let's rewind that. I'm gonna hear her say that again. Ah!
We start tonight.
Detectives now investigating her case as a possible abduction. Pictures of a smiling teen printed on flyers scattered throughout the town of Truckee. It's where friends last saw Kylie Rodney at a campsite where investigators say up to 300 people came to party Friday night.
I was one of the last people with Kylie, and I am just desperate to do anything that I can to bring her home.
The 16-year-old told her mom, Lindsay, she'd be home by 12:30 Saturday
mom
morning.
is still devastated.
But she never came home. Her car nowhere to be found, and
it's just heartbreaking that they didn't show more of mom breaking down. They edited most of that out. Like, what I've been trying to say from the very beginning, because they even had me manipulated too for a hot minute. Media can spin anything to appear any which way they want. If y'all have not seen that in the past 4 years, you should research propaganda and who owns the media machine. This poor mom.
The 16-year-old told her mom, Lindsay, she'd be home by 12:30 Saturday morning, but she never came home. Her car nowhere to be found, and her phone.
I'd love to know what these interviews actually fully say instead of cutting all these people off. You know what I mean?
Turned off.
She's always so good about checking in and just letting me know where she is, and I haven't heard from her, and so it's just scary when you don't know when your kid is.
Detectives with the Placer County Sheriff's Office have been
seeing, you can tell they cut her off there too, because she said it's scary to not know when your kid is, and I think they cut her off at coming home.
Through the Prosser family campground since the teen's disappearance, with crews from Nevada County Sheriff and the FBI called in to help. This as friends and family have been holding search parties of their own.
These
I just
shady-ass
want to make
people.
sure that we're doing everything that we possibly
No,
can
you're
to try
not.
and find
Yeah.
her.
No,
We
you're
at least
not.
feel like we're not alone, which I think is the very best thing that we could feel in such a scary
situation.
Scary, huh?
The sheriff's office says because her car can't be located, it's now investigating the case as a possible abduction.
We urge anybody who is at that party Friday evening to please come forward with any information that could lead us to Kylie.
And it's crazy because she was adamant that somebody must know something, and then something changed with her as well. She did a 180.
We believe out of the 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults who were at that party,
absolutely
somebody
outdoorsy.
must know something.
And her family says a $50,000 reward is being offered for that information.
And the gravest mistake that they made was starting out by saying 100 people, then 200 people, then up to 300 people were at this party, because the more people you're saying are there, that's the more people that should have seen something. Clearly, people saw enough to say that this was her last location at 1 a.m. This was, go look at your Ring cameras to see her car after 1:30 a.m. Somebody clearly saw something.
Information
like
they
a fight
hope leads to her safe return.
She just graduated high school at 16 with high honors. She's so intelligent and beautiful and just such a
And Sammy was jealous of her.
kind and wonderful person.
Yep.
Kylie is 5'7" with blonde hair and hazel eyes. And if you know anything about her disappearance, you're asked to call the Placer County Anonymous Tip Line. We have that number for you on our website, abc10.com.
And I think that's Sally right there in the background. I'm always trying to do I Spy to see who's in the background. It just makes me wonder if that bodysuit wasn't planted there or purposely put there. Is this the bodysuit somebody had on for a Herschel RV Deli photo moment? I don't know. It could be a tank top. It's hard to tell. You know what? This is a tank top because this is a sports strap. This isn't the crotch. This is a tank top. You can see, because you know how Hanes and stuff have like that, it's almost like a corduroy twill pattern to it, like the striping in it. I wonder if this isn't a Hanes tank top, actually. I don't think this is a bodysuit. I think this is a tank top. The more I look at it, I think that is a tank top. And Jessica even says on August 8th, I found a black tank top on a rural part of Prosser Dam Road while working today. There was a National Forest officer and 2 FBI agents close by, and I told them. I believe they bagged it. I took a screenshot of where I was and a photo of the item. And there's the address. That's why I have that. Can I Google? We've tried Google Lensing it, and I've had no hope. I'm just glad she didn't touch it. But if the FBI bagged it, did they test it for DNA? Like, this is... Should have the original tank DNA tested. Looks like a male size big. Get DNA samples from Kylie's mom. Look, all they need is a hairbrush. Could be the guy who took her. And maybe Kylie was trying to leave a trail. I'm sure the tank top was found as being tested. Prayers that this young girl is found saved. And look, Placer Sheriff saying there was no tank top found. Excuse me, look. What's this then? We aren't sure what you're referring to. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Well, maybe the FBI isn't letting you know they found it, Placer Sheriff. Maybe that's what it is. It's just, I have yet to hear back from the FBI. I wonder if the FBI is still investigating because I haven't heard anything. And SF can say up and down that they've closed it. If they closed it, they would be releasing FOIAs put in. This is the Daily Mail. August 8th. End of high school party. It can't be an end of high school party. Those things happen in like May and June. And that's the thing is like, the family can't be mad for the public looking into Lost Trail Lodge when the news media is who put the Lost Trail Lodge out there. Right here. Kylie's family run the Lost Trail Lodge. Well, why don't you go after the Daily Mail for putting your shit out there? It is around 12 miles from where she was last seen. Huh.
The search for a missing 16-year-old continues this morning. Kylie Rodney was last seen at a party early Saturday morning.
They sure were,
Monica
CB.
Deanda joins us live from Nevada County.
Yo,
and Monica, investigators
did you
believe she
hear?
may have been kidnapped.
Did you hear about the white BMW that onlookers saw drive into a river? And I think it was Sacramento. They found the car, but no person. Where's the person at that was in the car?
Out?
Sincere, that's right. That is definitely a possibility that investigators are looking into right now. We're at the Truckee Rec Center, and if you look here behind me, you can still see quite a few people. They're gathering, getting ready to go on this search. But I want to bring in one of Kylie's close friends. Her name
here
is
she comes
Sammy
with a twirl in. There it
Sammy,
is.
thanks for joining me.
Who does that? Who twirls in like that?
Her name is Sammy Smith. Sammy, thanks for joining me. What can you tell me about the turnout so far this morning? I know there was about 100 people here earlier.
Yeah, so we posted about this on all the social medias last night, and apparently it got a really far outreach. We have a lot of people who've texted me saying that they're...
She sure does have that necklace tucked into her shirt still, though, huh?
Still on their way. They're coming after work. I've told people that I will be here all day. So a lot of people are trying to join us today to try and find her. Probably over 100 people by now.
I know you were telling me you were with Kylie on Friday. What was the last communication you had with her? When was that? And what did she...
Yeah, see, I think that woman rubbing Tony's shoulder is Sally Neiman. I'm pretty sure that's who Doug from AWP called.
So at about 12:36 a.m.
See? Kate's showing emotion. Alika's showing emotion. Mags is showing emotion. Where's Sammy's?
In the morning, I saw a call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already...
Oh, see how she's rambling this off? She is talking way too fast here. It's almost like she's just trying...
Behind me, you will... The search for missing...
She is trying to quickly spout off her story. Let's listen to this.
Eric, behind... The search for missing...
His friend, her name is Sammy Smith. Sammy, thanks
Listen
for
how fast
joining
she
me.
starts
what can you tell
talking.
me about the turnout so far this morning? I know
She's
there was about
calm.
100 people here earlier.
Yeah, so we
See how
posted
calm
about this
she
on all
is?
the social medias last night, and apparently it got a really far outreach. We have
See
a
how
lot
calm
of people
she
who
is?
text me saying that they're still on their way. They're coming after work. I've told people that I will be here all day. So
Talking normal.
A lot of people are trying to join us today to try and
Now
find her.
watch
Probably
the
over 100
change.
people by now.
Watch.
I know you were telling me you were with Kylie on Friday.
Right here.
What was the last communication you had with her? When was that, and what did she tell you?
So at about 12:36 a.m. in the morning, I saw a call from her, and
You saw a call from her. So does that mean it was a missed call?
Eric, behind me, you will see... The search for
Damn
missing...
it.
People here earlier.
Yeah, so we posted about this on all the social medias last night, and apparently it got a really far outreach. We have a lot of people who've texted me saying that they're still on their way. They're coming after work. I've told people that I will be here all day. So a lot of people are trying to join us today to try and find her.
Okay, now
over
watch
100
for the
people
question
by
and
now.
watch
I
how
know you were
her
telling me you were with
speed
Kylie
changes.
on Friday. What was the last communication you had with her?
Yeah,
When
what was
that,
it?
and what did she tell you?
So at about 12:36 a.m.
At about 12:36. That's a pretty precise number for at about.
In the morning, I saw a call from her, and she called me. I was on my...
Wait, I saw a call from her, and so she called me? No, ma'am. I can't be both. How did FBI not pick up on this bullshit?
A call from her, and she...
I gotta rewind this. This bitch is just telling two stories at once. Telling two stories at once.
So at about 12:36 a.m. in the morning, I saw a call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't need a ride home. And I answered it, and she said, "Hey, where are
Sammy.
you? Like, do you still need a ride home?" And I was like, "No, I already told you this. Like, we're all good. Like, I'm in the car right now. Like, thank you so much." And she was like, "Yeah, of course. Love you. Good night. Like, I'll see you tomorrow." And I was like, "Hey, love you. See you tomorrow. Be safe." And then
no, she didn't.
After that, nobody has had any contact or sighting of her. So it's been complete radio silence. Her phone has been off.
And you know what's crazy is this bitch never proved that this call happened. Nobody ever said, well, show me this call. Show me this call. Or was it a missed call? But she says right here how she says, I saw a call from her, and so she called me. Wait, what? Hold up.
She was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't need a ride home.
Let's rewind this.
And I answered,
bitch.
What was the last communication you had with her? When was that, and what did she tell you?
So at about 12:36 a.m. in the morning, I saw a call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and I...
She fibbing.
I saw...
Hold on.
What was the last communication you had with her? When was that, and what did she tell you?
So at about 12:36 a.m. in the morning, I saw a call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't need a ride home. And
that's what's crazy is both local law enforcement and FBI confirmed that Kylie's phone was out of service at 12:33. So how did she call you, or how did you look down and see a call, and so she called you at 12:36, Samantha Smith?
I answered it, and she said, "Hey, where are you? Like, do you still need a ride home?" And I was...
See, that's what doesn't make sense, because you guys just talked in the car. She's so drunk she's coherent enough to call you? What?
And she was supposed to give me a ride home.
Alika Nemeth is hugging Mags. This here, I'll rewind it.
The last communication you had with her?
Probably over 100 people.
This is Alika Nemeth right here.
You were telling me you were with Kylie on Friday.
I think she, after this, she immediately went to, I think it was Spain is where she wound up going to.
What was the last communication you had with her? When was that, and what did she tell you?
So at about 12:36 a.m. in the morning,
Mags,
I
and
saw
Alika, whatever her name is,
a call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't need a ride home.
See how she's all of a sudden?
And I answered it, and she said, "Hey, where are you? Like, do you still need a ride home?" And I was like, "No, I already told you this. Like, we're all good. Like, I'm in the car right now. Like, thank you so much." And she was like, "Yeah, of course. Love you. Good night. Like, I'll see you tomorrow." And I was like, "Hey, love you. See you tomorrow. Be safe." And then after that, nobody has had any contact or sighting of her. So it's been complete radio silence.
How's she gonna say see you tomorrow when you know damn well she isn't gonna see you tomorrow because she's going camping with a whole different group of friends that you don't hang out with?
Phone has been off, her location isn't on, and nobody...
This is August 8th, so in 2 days you already knew that her location wasn't on and that her phone was out of service? Why does Sammy know this information?
So it's been complete radio silence. Her phone has been off, her like location isn't on, and nobody seems to have reportedly even seen her after 12:30. So.
And you know that she's familiar with the area.
If nobody saw her after 12:30, just see
Right? She's not like she doesn't know how to navigate the roads and things like that.
Yeah, no, she's driven out there multiple times.
See? Sam knows she's been out there multiple times, which means Kylie isn't just going to randomly drive down the shoreline and into the water. Like, those are Kylie's stomping grounds just as much as any other kid that goes to Prosser. I don't buy this narrative that they're trying to blame Kylie for this shit.
No, she doesn't know how to navigate the roads.
And why is she biting her nails?
30.
She seems nervous.
And you know that she's familiar with the area, right? She's not like she doesn't know how to navigate the roads and things like that.
Yeah, no, she's driven out there multiple times. She's gonna go camping out there later that day. She has lived in this town for pretty much all of her life, so she knows this area like the back of her hand, just like most of us do.
Exactly.
We've seen people come here and split up into groups. How late can people come? Is there plans to do this again tomorrow? What areas are you guys searching?
Totally. Yeah, so I'm going to be here all day. If you see somebody with a shirt that says Find Kylie team member, or my name is Sammy, so anybody can...
I'm sorry, Sammy. I've seen fucking 4-year-olds scribble better on t-shirts. I just cannot with this call me if you get lost shirt.
Find me. We're going to be out here all day looking for her. I will be here. We have a registration thing. We're trying to look in all areas around here, even going down to San Francisco if anybody's willing to go down there. She could be anywhere in the country
get flushed,
at this point.
yes.
So we're...
There's so many things that stand out for me for deception.
Just trying to cover
and
everywhere.
Bruises, scratches, white paint, yep. And you can tell she's been biting her fucking fingernails a lot because they're just stubs.
Doing another one tomorrow.
Got it. Lastly, I mean, what do you want people to know about Kylie? What kind of person is she? And what's your message to her if she happens to be seeing this?
Kylie is just...
Look, see, she's mumbled on that. Like, she should have just spit out all types of things for Kylie. She said, damn. Hold on.
Such a bold and outgoing girl.
She's bold, y'all. She's bold. Was she bold that night at the party or something?
Know about Kylie? What kind of person is she? And what's your message to her if she happens to be seeing this?
Kylie is just such a bold and outgoing girl. She's always down to do anything you'll ask her to do. If you asked her to go cliff jumping, she'd be like, I'm on it, man. Like, I'm down for it no matter what. And
cliff
she's
jumping,
always smiling. She has probably the best laugh I've heard anybody have, and she's a really pretty...
Isn't it called rock climbing or rappelling? What's she talking about cliff jumping?
You seeing this?
Kylie is just such a bold and outgoing girl.
That's her first statement on what was Kylie like. She's such a bold girl. Sammy.
Your message to her if she happens to be seeing this?
Kylie is just such a bold and outgoing girl.
Okay, let's just... I have an old dictionary from like the 1700s and 1800s, but let's look up the word bold. See what it means. Showing an ability to take risks, confident, courageous. Having a strong or vivid appearance. Daring and brave. She's bold, y'all. I did not mean to do that. Where'd my video go? All I did was minimize it, man. Where'd my video go? Ah. Hold on, let me find that. I don't even know where the hell we were at. I know it was like the 8th, wasn't it? There's the tank top. This one right here.
The search for a missing 16-year-old continues.
A lot of people who've texted me saying that they're still on their way. They're coming out. We posted about.
Thanks for joining me. What can you tell?
Trying to join us today to try and find her. Probably over 100 people. So she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't.
She said I was. Were you driving? Cause man, she just keeps dodging what she's even saying. Is a word salad. She's trying not to get herself in trouble, see?
A call from her, and she called me. I was on my way home from the party, and she was supposed to give me a ride.
I was, and then she was supposed to give me a ride home. Was you driving? Is that what you were going to say? I was driving?
And she was supposed to give me a ride home, but I had already told her I didn't need a ride home. And I answered it, and she said, hey, where are you? Like, do you still need a ride home? And I was like, no, I already told you this. Like, we're all good. Like, I'm in the car right now. Like, thank you so much. And she was like, yeah, of course. Love you. Good night. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, hey, love you. See you tomorrow. I'll be safe. And then after
Why
that,
are you so
nobody's had any
fidgety,
contact
Sammy?
or sighting of.
You've already scratched your nose and adjusted your shirt, and you're really flushed all of the sudden.
So it's been complete radio silence. Her phone has been off. Her location
even
isn't
your
on,
ears are red.
Nobody seems to have reportedly even seen her after 12:30.
Well, no.
So.
And you know that she's familiar with the area, right? She's not like she doesn't know.
There
how to
she goes,
navigate
scratching
the
her
roads and
nose
things like
too.
that.
Yeah, no, she's driven out there multiple times. She's gonna go camping out there later that day. She has lived in this town for pretty much all of her life, so she knows this area like the back of her hand, just like most of us do.
We've seen people come here and split up into groups. How late can people come? Is there plans to do this again tomorrow? What areas are you guys searching?
Totally. Yeah, so I'm going to be here all day. If you see somebody with a shirt that says Find Kylie team member, or my name is Sammy, so anybody can find me. We're going to be out here
Hey, Sammy,
all day.
you trying to hide your chest
looking
tattoo?
For her. I will be here. We have a registration thing. We're trying to look in all areas around here, even going down to San Francisco if anybody's willing to go down there.
Why San Francisco?
She could be anywhere in the country at this point. So
no.
We are just trying to cover everywhere.
I guess.
Possible. And we are doing another one tomorrow.
Got it. Lastly, I mean, what do you want people to know?
Yeah, that's what she's saying, is that they were going to go camping. Like she was saying that Kylie was supposed to go camping the following morning.
Know about Kylie? What kind of person is she, and what's your message to her if she happens to be seeing this?
Kylie is just such a bold and outgoing girl. She's always down to do anything you'll ask her to do. If you asked her to go cliff jumping, she'd be like,
cliff jumping.
I'm on it, man. Like, I'm down for it no matter what. And she's always smiling. She's probably the best laugh.
I don't think Kylie would say I'm down for it no matter what. And just the way that she mumbles that, I don't think she thinks it's true either. It sounds like something she would say.
If you asked her to go cliff jumping, she'd be like, I'm on it, man. Like, I'm down for it no matter what. And she's always smiling. She's probably the best laugh I've heard anybody have. And she has a really pretty smile. And if she's seeing this right now,
I think you're pointing out everything that irked you, that made you jealous about her.
Smile. And if she's seeing this right now, I just want her to know that me and everyone, we're all doing everything possible to try and find her. We are.
I don't think you are.
Looking, we are searching, we are texting, we are spreading the information, we are talking to everybody, we are doing everything we can to try and find it. I will never give up. Even if I have to leave at some point,
liar,
I will cancel that so I can stay here.
Liar.
I'm not leaving until I find my friends.
You're a liar.
Sammy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So like you heard, other friends that we spoke to today tell us that.
And then while all this shit's going on, she's going down to fucking the city. She's going out of state. She's doing all kinds of crazy shit. But she ain't leaving, y'all. But she immediately went away to school. She ain't leaving.
That Kylie is a fighter, that they will not stop looking for her. They want to find the 16-year-old teen. We know she was.
And she almost slipped and said Sammy's a fighter.
Thank you.
So like you heard, other friends that we spoke to today tell us that that Kylie is a fighter, that they.
Other people that they spoke today said that Kylie is a fighter, right? Isn't that what she just said?
I can stay here. I'm not leaving until I find my friend.
Listen.
Sammy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So like you heard, other friends that we spoke to today tell us that that Kylie is a fighter, that they will not stop looking for her. They want to find the 16-year-old teen. We know she was last seen Saturday around 12:30. And again, family and friends just continue to come out. Community members, people who used to work with her, they just tell us she has a contagious smile, a great personality.
Front wedgie, bro.
They cannot believe that she is still missing at this time. So again, people will be here all day until 9 p.m. Anyone with information is asked to call a tip line that they have set up. You can do so anonymous.
Well, what's crazy is now she's saying that they can't believe that they haven't found her by now, but Sammy's telling people that she could be across the country by now, y'all. So which is it? Like, it can't be both.
Also set up a website called findkylie.com where you can go and all the information is up right there. For now, reporting live from the Truckee Recreation Center. Monica de Anda, Fox 40 News.
Yo, seeing the name of that camper in the background, where's Denali Rider been? I haven't seen them in a hot minute either. All right, let's get back to this. I'm going to go back to here so that I can scan through these this way, so that the videos play in this, even though I keep fucking up and clicking on the wrong shit.
Eric, behind me, you will see this Denali trailer. This is where family and friends have spent the entire day and into the evening, hoping that people will come by with some information that the Sheriff's Department can use. Now, her friends want people to know there were hundreds of people at this party that you mentioned, and someone has to know something, but they want to stress that no one's going to get into any trouble. There was...
And what's crazy is the board that was written on earlier today that was set in here a long ways, telling people to look for a black and purple Zumiez keychain straw, is now erased, and other stuff, like, it's all erased and it's setting upright.
Alcohol and some drug use by some of the people there. Law enforcement is not interested in that. No one is going to tell their parents. They simply want to get that information that could help them bring Kylie back home safely. Friends and family of 16-year-old Kylie Rodney.
And it's just crazy to me that on the 8th at night they're having a vigil for her.
Gathered at the Truckee Rec Center to support one another and pray.
Who's crying with Mags here? Hold on. Who is that crying there? That's not Kate. Who is that? I don't know who that is. But see, there's Sammy Smith right there on the side with her hat on backwards. And now her necklace is out of her shirt.
And pray for her safe return home. The rec center.
Yeah, for anybody that asks if they held a vigil for her, here's the vigil.
Has become ground zero for coordinating their searches,
August 8th at night was the vigil.
Receiving any information on Kylie's whereabouts.
I have kind of a combination of
I would love to pick Rowena's ear, especially after interviewing so many people.
Fear and horror.
Look, there's a reason why Rowena Shaddix revisited Kylie's case a year later.
Horror and disbelief.
It's that punch to the gut kind of feeling only a mother can know when her child...
You're not telling me with this kind of turnout, with this type of technology, that they missed a car in the water. We know where she isn't, which is clearly not in Prosser. So after they wrapped up their search and rescue efforts, who put Kylie's car and remains in the water?
Goes missing. She last saw Kylie Friday morning before leaving for Hot August Nights in Reno. Kylie decided to attend a senior farewell party at the Prosser family campground just off Highway 89.
We got home around...
Like, I just wish that these family members, despite not liking social media, despite not liking the media, despite not liking YouTube, I wish they would reach out to somebody. I wish they would not settle for the bullshit that they're being told.
Around 11, and she sent me a text at 11:30 telling me that she was going to be leaving at about 12:15 and coming home
And that was, I asked her to.
Like, that is how responsible Kylie is she knew that she was possibly going to be 15 minutes to a half an hour late, and she made sure to let her mom know.
Wake me up when she got in. That was always kind of, you know, like what we did.
I wish she wouldn't have fallen asleep.
And she said, okay, Mom, I love you. And that was the last.
I just so wish she wouldn't have fallen asleep that night.
The party was only supposed to be open to those in the Truckee, Tahoe region, but word got out to Grass Valley, Reno, and the Bay Area.
Yo, she just said Grass Valley. Did you hear that? Word got out to fucking Grass Valley, too. And I recall watching videos of Grass Valley kids going to a party.
The Bay Area.
It grew to...
Oh, God, Sammy, I can't stand you.
No, and really fast got out.
Hold on, let me rewind this because I just love Rowena. She is not afraid to put shit out there. I would love to talk to this woman.
It's supposed to be open to those in the...
Hold on, let me rewind this a tiny bit more.
The party was only supposed to be open to those in the Truckee, Tahoe region. But
hear that?
Word got out to Grass Valley, Reno, and the Bay Area.
It grew to be way...
See how nervous she always is? For somebody that's so confident and throwing these fucking rave parties and all this shit, man. She sure does be picking at herself whenever it's time to talk about the truth about Kylie, huh?
Area.
It grew to be way larger than ever expected.
Within the only 10 minutes that I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys try to come.
Then as Kylie's friend, knowing that these scary guys were there, knowing that she was possibly intoxicated, nobody said, nah, get in my car, I'll take you home. On your way to go camping, we'll pick your vehicle up in the morning. Nobody thought about Kylie? I don't know, man. These people make me fucking sick. I want to hear this part all over again.
Love you. And that was the last. The party was only supposed to be open to those in the Truckee, Tahoe region, but word got out to Grass Valley, Reno, and the Bay Area.
It grew to be way larger than ever expected.
Within the only 10 minutes that I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys try to come get me to take as many bong rips as I could, forcefully without my boyfriend present.
There was a lot of guys that did approach us. Definitely, I was getting a gut feeling during that party that something just didn't feel right.
Then why, when you and Kylie were in the car and you realized, or that you knew, because remember she changed that, she said, I realized she was intoxicated, and then she said, I knew she was intoxicated. Why in that moment, your ride that took you home while you were driving from the passenger seat, why didn't any of y'all, how about Elsa, when Elsa saw her fall in a hole? Man.
The amount of people that were there and how old some of these people were, from the amount of people who did show up, it was scary. It was really scary.
And then you see what she does with her teeth right there? It bothers me. See that? It is real scary. And she does that fucking weird thing with her mouth. Like meth mouth or something. I'm not sure.
It's scary.
Kylie's 2014 silver Honda CR.
Were you the scary one at the party? Or are you just lying? Watch her mouth.
Scary. You
see that? Scary. Scary. She's making a scary face. That's crazy, right? Look, growing up in my teens smoking green and stuff like that, I have never in my life heard anybody threatening to force bong rips on anybody, ever, in my entire life. I've never heard it until this story. And it's just, if you, as Sammy's talking, watch Mag's face.
For the amount of people who did show up,
just watch.
Get me to take as many bong rips as I could, like forcefully without my boyfriend present.
So there was a lot of guys that did approach us.
Watch her
Definitely,
face.
I was getting a gut feeling during that party that something.
Max looks like
something
she's
just
about to
didn't feel
break
right
down.
with the amount of people that were there.
Where?
How old some of these people were. From the amount of people who did show up, it was scary. It was really scary.
Kylie's 2014 silver
scary you
Honda
left Kylie
CR-V
behind.
is also missing. The Placer County Sheriff's Office is
like, and that's what's terrible is she's like one of the youngest people at this party. Y'all left like the most vulnerable, younger people behind. Like, this party was so scary that Elsa stayed around till 1 a.m. Doesn't seem so scary. These pictures that were released, these kids don't look too scared in them. They look like they're having a jolly-ass good time. You're telling me all these scary people showed up, but nobody stopped to take pictures of them or video of them? I find that hard to believe, because this day and age, when girls are freaked out by older men that are creeping them out, they make sure to get them on camera or to tell somebody. Like, you're telling me that these creepy older guys showed up at this party, but there's no drawing of them to put out into the media to look for these older men that showed up at this party that brought cocaine and brought these illicit drugs? Like, never in my life have I seen a case operate like this.
Is investigating her disappearance as a possible abduction.
Because nobody has said that they saw her leave, they can't say for sure what's happened.
But she wants her daughter to know what's in her heart, along with this plea.
Kylie, I love you so, 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 so.
And you notice, she is the only person talking directly to Kylie. Not once does Sammy talk directly to Kylie. In all of her interviews, when asked, what is your message to Kylie? She always says, I just want her to know. Well, talk to Kylie then. I don't think that y'all were as good as friend as you say, because you're talking about in the last year to coming months recently. Well, it can't be all three.
So much.
Like, this plea to her daughter is authentic.
In her heart, along with...
And I feel terrible that I let the media frenzy, that she calls it, and I see why she hates the media frenzy so much. Make me second guess this mother. I feel terrible. See, this even says, last seen August 6, 2022, 12:30 to 1 a.m.
This plea.
Kylie, I love you so, 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 so much, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and we're doing everything that we can, and if you have her, please give me my baby back.
Oh, that's just so heartbreaking. Now, the search for Kylie will continue tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. from the Prosser staging area.
Look, Sammy Smith is a grown-ass adult. I'd have snatched that bitch up by her hair. Sure the fuck wouldn't have hugged her.
That is just off of Highway 89. There's at least 100 searchers expected to be.
It just makes me wonder if these crooked-ass fucks did not hold neglect charges over Lindsay's head in a deal to not prosecute Sammy or anybody else. Because it's really strange that right after all this goes down, they started going after Tony Neiman like they did. That's how they get people to shut up. How they silence people is by digging up dirt or prosecuting them so they stop fighting. So terrible what happened to his family.
A desperate search for a missing 16-year-old girl vanishing near Lake Tahoe, California. Authorities believe Kylie Rodney may have been abducted. Her car is missing. Her phone has been out of service since attending a party there.
Yeah, I didn't judge her until she hugged on Sammy Smith as well. Like, that's just... something's very odd with that hug. I'd love to know what she whispered to her, though.
We're here at the Truckee Recreation Center. This is just off Donner Pass Road, and this is really serving as the central hub for friends, family, and loved ones who are looking for Kylie.
And there's Sammy in the background pacing around.
I want you to take a look at what's happening right now. Throughout the day, we have seen detectives here as well. And
like, it's just crazy. Like, when you actually watch Sammy Smith's behavior, it's very suspicious.
And community members have been being dispatched throughout the day to look.
And then in the first, like, day 2, day 3, how many people are saying her behavior and the dudes that she was around, their behaviors are very suspect? It just really makes you wonder. That's why it's important to go back to the beginning.
For that team.
Yeah, Sammy did bring the media frenzy. It makes me wonder, who hired Linda Lucetti? Who hired this media wall? And it's really crazy. In the first, I'm just going to say first 3 days, you see Nate Hembrick is hanging around, and then he vanishes. You see the Fight Boys hanging around, they vanish. You see Philip Farraco hanging around, then he vanishes. Dylan Bogan, he vanishes. And then it's really crazy that Dylan Bogan, his own sister, ran away and was missing for, what was it, like 8 weeks or something like that, y'all, and nobody was looking for her? They didn't even put out a missing persons thing for that girl until, what, week 5?
Looking out for Kylie and Kylie's car.
Right now.
Is anybody willing to go to Reno?
There's that fucking silver necklace tucked in her shirt.
And maybe Midtown? Yeah, perfect.
The search is...
Where is Midtown, CB? What is considered Midtown?
Desperate.
Oh, sons of a bitch. Man. Oh, wait. Let's rewind this here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it right here.
Oh, for Kylie and Kylie's car.
Right now.
Is anybody willing to go to Reno? And maybe Midtown? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, where is... That's what I think so too, CB. Where is Midtown?
The search is on for 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. She was reported missing.
Reno, Virginia Street, thank you.
Saturday morning after she didn't come home from a party.
I asked her to wake me up when she got home, like she always does, and she said, okay, and thanks, Mama, love you. And that's the last I ever heard from her.
Sammy Smith, one of Kylie's...
Like, and that's the thing, is if Kylie felt that she was drunk, I see her being a responsible, more responsible than Sammy, to tell her mom, look, Mom, I've been drinking, can you come pick me up? I see Kylie as that type of person. So I just, for whatever reason, I don't think Kylie was inebriated.
Good Friends is organizing crews of community members.
Of course she's going to organize everything so that she don't get in trouble.
We're looking...
What people, like, I just keep reiterating it. Kylie was the child. She was the juvenile here. And it's crazy that her autopsy report has her listed as a non-juvenile. She's a juvenile at 16 years old. Sammy, on the other hand, is a legal fucking adult.
For the teen across the Tahoe region. Glenshire. These flyers are posted in neighborhoods, downtown Truckee, and at campsites.
So this is where everybody's hanging out. Kylie and I were meeting up right here a lot.
Local young...
Meeting up here a lot. Well, I thought you guys were walking around like a little pair. What do you mean meeting up here a lot? That's what don't make no sense, see? I don't understand how you guys are meeting up a lot if you guys were walking around like a little pair.
Sites.
So this is where everybody's hanging out. Kylie and I were meeting up right here a lot.
Local young...
I think she realized she fucked up when she said we were meeting up a lot here, huh? Meeting up with who? Elsa and who else?
Young people call this open area near the Prosser family campground the sanctuary. It's a common place for parties. Sammy says she was here with Kylie Friday night, along with tons of other high school and college kids from the Bay Area all the way to Nevada.
Right now, our estimate is about 200 to 250, maybe more.
What she and Kylie's family want to...
Not party goers, 200, 250 or more people at the entirety of Prosser, including the campers at Lakeside, including the campers at the campground. There is no way that you're going to fit 200 to 300 people at the fucking sanctuary. There are numerous people that have come forward that have gone to these parties at Prosser and state two things. One, you're not going to fit that many cars at the sanctuary. Two, they usually party down at the water.
No is how no one saw her leave in her silver Honda CR-V. Her car is still missing.
I can't believe it. There has to have been one person.
She can't believe it. Yes, you can. I think you made sure nobody saw nothing, and those that did see anything, you made sure to filter them tips, bitch.
A desperate search for a missing...
We're here. There has to have been one person.
Honda CR-V. Her car is still missing.
Just can't believe it, y'all.
There has to have been one person. There are people sitting in cars. There are people everywhere around this place.
She and detectives are begging for people who were at this party to come forward. Kylie's mom needs answers.
My head is all over the place. I'm terrified.
And that's the thing is, I think the reason why her head is all over the place is because her motherly intuition is telling her something is not right here. And then you have Sammy Smith and associates telling her completely different. I feel bad for her. I really do. It's just, you got me fucked up on that hug, Lindsay.
Bad thoughts are very strong and hard to keep at bay.
See? She knows. She knows.
But I'm trying to hold out hope, you know, that we'll find her, that she'll come home.
Now, I just spoke with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. They said something that's been really tough with this case is that because so many people at this party were minors and...
I would love to know the conversations that Sammy and Lindsay had when Sammy was going to... I wonder if that's the first time that Sammy's ever been to Lost Trail Lodge. Just curious, you know? I got a lot of questions, man.
We're underage drinking and doing drugs that a lot of people haven't come forward. We do want to remind you that a tip line has been set up by the Sheriff's Office. You can see that number at the bottom.
And that's another thing I'm going to reiterate, is if all these kids were told that they're not going to get in trouble for drinking and drugging, why wouldn't they come forward? Other than something really bad happened at this party.
Of your screen right now.
When something worse than drinking and drugging happened.
You call, make sure you select option 7.
And that's why their parents told them, don't get involved.
We also have this phone number posted right now on KCRA.com. We're live in Truckee. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
So, Brittany, we know the Placer County Sheriff's Office is investigating this as an abduction. Why, if no one thus far has said that they saw anything, why are they investigating this as an abduction?
Lisa, the only reason they are giving me right now is just because they have not yet found her car. Now, when I asked the Placer County Sheriff's Office when they upgraded this to an abduction, they did say they are still considering other leads and possibilities that could include an accident or maybe...
That's what I'm saying, Drift. Like, it's just... If Kylie was in the state that they claim she was, I think she would have told Mom or Tony or even Dad, hey, like, can you please come get me? Like, I really don't want to risk driving underage. You know what I mean? Like, just, Yeah, Sammy does stomp her feet a lot. She moves around a lot.
She just ran away.
All right, Brittany Hope with the...
She didn't run away.
Kylie's family operates the nearby Lost Trail Lodge.
Here it is. Hold up. Hold on. Let me see if I can rewind this back.
Kylie's.
See, this reward is for whoever brings this sweet girl home. And this was at 66 people donated, and it's at $9,745 right now. See, look, what does it say right here? With the consent of Kylie's parents, I am starting this GoFundMe to help increase the reward for her return. I hope this will encourage more people to come forward. Hold on. With any information that can help bring the sweet girl home. Right now, the reward is $5,000. Let's get that number higher and bring her home. Please consider donating.
Family operates the nearby Lost Trail Lodge. Friends have set up a GoFundMe account to raise reward money as volunteers put up flyers in search of the missing 16-year-old. I'm Leslie Brinkley, ABC 7 News.
In developing news, California's largest wildfire of the year is now.
The McKinney fire started right after she went missing. That was on August 8th.
The McKinney fire have scorched more than 94.
Damn.
It says a $10,000 reward. I'll show it to you a little bit more clear.
Her friend
Why is
Sammy
it so
Smith is the
lagged?
last person to talk to her at a senior farewell party at Prosser.
Damn, y'all, we're only on August 8th.
We were both at the party together. We were going around together. We were like a little pair. Everybody.
Well, if you were like a little pair, then how the hell were y'all meeting up so much? This is what this bitch lies so much. None of her stories stay consistent. And there's that fucking necklace.
Together, we were like a little pair. Everybody kind of saw us together. We would split off for moments.
Photos show Rodney in a graduation dress. She had recently graduated early from Forest Charter School. Rodney's mother released this tearful plea through the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
Do you know anything about...
And it's just crazy how the news just keeps regurgitating the same fucking thing over and over and over again. The look on this dude's face as he's interviewing Sammy, though.
Please come forward and share them.
I have the last call to her.
Oh, do you?
I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
What was happening, Sammy? Look at his face, though, and what she's saying. Turn this bitch up. She plays with her hair a lot for somebody that's so just sweet and innocent.
Share them.
Watch his face.
I have the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty.
See her sunroof there? See that sunroof right there?
Pretty much who knows what was happening.
Oh, are you the last person that knows what was happening? What was happening? I want to hear that one more time. One more again.
Forward and share them.
I have the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home from the party at the end of the night. She says Rodney was planning to spend the night at
No, she wasn't.
The campground.
I know that she was not in the right mindset or state.
Sammy.
And then didn't take her home.
Last seen celebrating with her
She
fellow
thinks
seniors.
somebody offered her a ride, but then didn't give her a ride home. Well, why would you come up with that? Was it you that offered her a ride home and then didn't take her home?
Where is Kylie Rodney now?
I hope she knows that we all just love her and we just want her to be safe.
No, you don't. There is no emotion by anything she says.
Taking a live look out at Oakland.
She shows more emotion when her ass is on the line at these community meetings.
This evening, where kids are back home after their first day of a new school year.
Of our ground searchers in searching for Kylie, and really nothing has turned up, which is why right now we're...
And it just bothers me. Teenager vanishes. People don't just vanish.
Treating her disappearance as an abduction. We cannot locate her vehicle anywhere.
No witnesses so far say they saw the 16-year-old get in her car.
I want to know why Angela did a 180.
Party.
Look, and if you look at this road sign right here, hold up, let's go back. You can tell people been shooting this shit with a gun. Look at all these bullet holes in it.
party. CHP and the FBI have joined in the investigation as they continue to comb the I-80 corridor.
Like, and it's just so terrible what CHP did to Kylie's report. Like, they failed this little girl.
Or from Donner Summit to the Nevada state line, looking for her 2013.
Like, and they've scoured Prosser so much that they're like, they're scouring the Nevada state line. They're scouring other areas because they know where Kylie isn't. I think between Sammy and Jagger, those were shared.
Line looking for her 2013 silver Honda CRV.
Out of the 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults who were at that party that evening, somebody has to know something.
No
Kylie
shit.
Rodney is described
Angela.
as 5'7" and was last seen wearing green pants and a black tank top with lots of jewelry.
See, look, they're still saying a black tank top on August 8th.
Including a nose ring.
We are not interested in arresting anybody, in prosecuting
You
anybody
should be.
who
You
may
should
have been
be.
involved with underage drinking or any drug use.
You should be. You should have been. Like, that's your biggest fuck up, is not being concerned with the drinking and drugging. That's why these kids continue to party like they do.
5'7",
terrible.
115 pounds, blonde hair, hazel eyes, and a nose ring. Witnesses say she was wearing a black tank top and green.
See, witnesses say that she was wearing a black tank top.
Dickies pants. Again, Kylie driving a silver Honda CRV at the time of her disappearance.
I think she was wearing a black tank top and a plaid shirt.
License plate 8.
And that's why the hoodies changed like they did.
YUR 127. And now there is a $50,000 reward being offered for any information that leads to her being found.
See, she even said a $50,000 reward for any leads to her being found.
Sarah.
All right, and thank
Terrible.
you. Still ahead on KPIX5, streaming on CBS News.
And then the best you guys could do was shit on the dudes and dig up dirt on the dudes that found her. Shady as hell, man. And this is Lindsay. Update. Thank you to everyone that came out tonight to give any information to us about Kylie. Unfortunately, no leads were found that were significant to the case, but we can still do more. Please, if you haven't yet reached out, or if you know anything or you were at the party, please come tomorrow to the meetup or contact us in any way with any information. We understand that everyone is concerned and worried, and I will make sure to keep everyone updated as much as possible while also continuing to work at this. Thank you for everything. Please keep helping us. I'm still trying to help, Lindsay.
We have started to hold teen-to-teen talks, which is where...
And this is where she stopped wearing this necklace, I think.
Teens are able to come and talk to us as facilitators.
Facilitators?
And just able to...
Why is she so fidgety and nervous, you know? Like, it's odd.
Teens are able to come and talk...
And look, Mags is just fucking wrecked, dude.
To us as facilitators, and just able to be there without the pressure of parents, the pressure of media, the pressure of adults and police, so that they feel more comfortable talking with another teen to come forward and maybe...
But you're an adult. Like, you're an adult and you're not law enforcement. You should not be asking minors any questions.
Share some information that they were scared to before this.
Yeah, so we've been trying to move to get closer to the areas where the other teenagers that were at the party have been for these teen talks, and the one that we just had...
Trying to get closer to the areas that these teens were at this part. Wait, what does she say? And a bean.
Move to get...
White Rain, what you doing? Man, that's a word salad. I gotta listen to that again.
Yeah, so we've been trying to move...
Let me see if I can turn this up, because this does seem very low. That's as loud. I can turn it up on this end here so y'all can hear her better.
Before this.
Yeah, so we've been trying to move to get closer to the areas where the other teenagers that were at the party have been for these teen talks, and the one that we just had in Tahoe City was by far like the biggest showing of kids that we've had. We probably had somewhere between like 50 and 70 kids show up.
Ain't that sad that you have more people in Tahoe showing up for Kylie than the local teens?
And they all, like, everybody helped us. All the information that we got was good, and
all the information we got was good. Well, what was the information? Like, that's what's crazy is like
and they all, like, everybody helped us. All the information that we got was
what, like the 300 Club helped you out?
Good, and it helped us move further. Yeah.
Further? What? Getting PR people? What helped get you further? Further away from the truth? This bitch makes me sick.
The information that we got was good, and it helped us move further. Yeah, we've really made progress with the information that we've gotten.
What progress? Because there was no update to no timeline. None whatsoever. What information did you get?
So we're planning on having as many of these as it takes to get in contact with anybody who...
Well, ma'am, then why did you go on and start canceling them,
may have been at the party. Whether that means we have to travel to Reno, to Incline, to South Tahoe, wherever we can to talk to kids. We're offering rides now.
Bro, I can't with her. I cannot. This bitch. She about to start bribing them with snacks and shit. Ready?
For kids who may not be able to get out, we're asking parents to allow their kids to attend these meetings as it is
Tuck and roll.
crucial to this. And
crucial to this. It's not crucial to finding Kylie, because if it was, you would have said that. But it's crucial to this. What? To protect your ass? What did these kids see?
Bring rides now. It's for kids who may not be able to get out. We're asking parents to allow their kids to attend these meetings as it is crucial to this. And we will do anything. We offer food.
She's nervous as shit. She will do anything, y'all. Never have I ever.
And we will do anything. We offer food.
I remember Megan tried to say this bitch was an underdog. Come on. She runs them streets, y'all.
Food, we offer snacks. Every interviewer is comfortable and a safe person to go to, and we're not trying to get anybody in trouble. We're just...
She's trying to tell these people that she's a safe person to come to? Hold up.
We offer snacks.
She is offering snacks and shit, y'all. I knew she said it. I knew it. She's bribing them with rides and snacks. What the fuck? I wouldn't trust any snack from her. You don't know what you're gonna get.
We're asking parents to allow their kids to attend these meetings as it is crucial to this. And we will do anything. We offer food, we offer snacks. Every interviewer is comfortable and a safe person to go to, and we're not trying to get anybody in trouble. We're just trying to get more information.
And with the help of the community, we're going to find her, and everybody has been incredibly supportive, and that we are going to find Kylie with the help of our...
Why does this cut off? Okay, what's this? This is August 8th. From Mia. What do they say? Okay. Okay, this is the $50,000 flyer. It says 12:30 to 1 a.m. Monday afternoon, volunteers held a statement session. A statement session where some of those who attended the party filled out witness reports. Did they even follow any of these witness reports, or did they fucking sweep them under the rug and throw kitty litter on those too? Yeah, but with only the help of our community. Yeah, I have the full clip somewhere. It's in this folder somewhere, or in my videos folder. If not, I have the short that's put out of it. Her mom told Colo 8 News Now, she knew something was wrong when her daughter didn't come home. She's a good kid. She always kept in touch with me, says Lindsay Rodney Neiman. She always came home on time. She always shared her location with me. This is completely out of character that we haven't heard from her. So yes, it's completely out of character that someone turned her location off that night. It's out of character that someone destroyed her phone. She adds that the campground is a known party location and that her daughter knows the area. Hours before the statement session, about 280 volunteers gathered at the Tahoe Truckee Rec Center for a search. Rodney's friend, Mags Larson, who is one of the organizers, said the oldest of the two was not in the right stage to drive herself that day. Wait a minute. Said that the oldest of the two? That would be Sammy. It's not in the right stage to drive herself that day. So Mags, were you fucked up and you couldn't drive to the party and that's why Kylie drove you? You see that statement? Rodney's friend, Magdalene Larson, who is one of the organizers, said the oldest of the two, which would be Mags, was not in the right stage to drive herself that day. So was Kylie driving the partiers around? Were you guys using her as like the DD? I'm just wondering, like, was she on something that she was hallucinating bong rips? I don't know. And then it's crazy because then when Trinity went missing, they claim that she started hallucinating after a bong rip. It's just, these two cases. Hours before the statement session, about 280 volunteers gathered at the Tahoe Truckee Rec Center, okay? We know that there's no way she could have gotten herself out of there if she was drunk, she said. The roads in and out of there are too hard. With how drunk she was, she wouldn't have been able to navigate them. See, she wouldn't even have made it to the lake on her own. She'd have been hitting trees, swerving off the road, going in the shrubbery. Those lights that people are claiming are Kylie going, that's too straight and narrow for somebody that was drunk, in my opinion. I've never heard of a drunk person being able to respond after falling in a hole that she's fine and to continue walking on her own. I've never heard somebody that was so intoxicated that they're able to coherently message their mom at a specific time. Like, y'all ever been drunk? I'm sure you have. You can't pay attention to the time. You can't keep up on shit like that when you're drunk, when you're as inebriated as they painted Kylie Rodney. Like, she was so drunk that she would still be able to recollect time and still able to text her mom and think properly to correct the time that she would need to get home. I'm sorry, I don't buy that Kylie was drunk. She adds that they had plans to get together that weekend and does not believe her friend ran away. Well, do you believe she was drunk? We have reason to believe. Well, what gave you the reason to believe this, Marika Beck? That she might have left that party spot to go to another campground. What, like Boca? You mean that she left Prosser to go to Boca? The same Boca that she was spotted at by 3 different people and a tow truck guy the very next day? You mean that? We have reason to believe she might have left that party spot to go to another campground with a smaller group of people. Like who? Who are the smaller group of people? See, this was not properly vetted and investigated at all. All signs point that somebody took her and probably drugged her and has her. And that's in quotations. Hold on a second, I need a drink. Just give me 1 second, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. Let that sink in. Because seriously, y'all, what would give her reason to believe that? Yeah, Megan almost always said Boca. Remember, she would be like, Bo. This is August 8th. Another search will be held on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and a community meeting at 2 p.m. The FBI will be present at that afternoon meeting. Both events will be taking place at the Tahoe Truckee Rec Center. What is it? Tahoe Community Rec Center? Anyone with information is asked to call the sheriff's office or Secret Witness. Secret Witness is offering a reward for information on the case in an amount to be determined. And what's crazy is Secret Witness still has their thing up for information about Kylie Rodney to this day. I think the reward is either $2,000 or $5,000. People who give tips to Secret Witness can remain anonymous. Truckee, California, Colo 8, Monday night, friends and community members gathered to the Truckee Community Recreation Center for a vigil in support of Kylie Rodney's family. The 16-year-old has now been missing for 3 days. She was last seen around 12:30. See, that time got dialed back real quick, didn't it? At a senior farewell near Prosser Family Campground in Truckee. It has been reported that more than 100 juveniles and young adults were present. We're about to see this number multiply. So I live in Truckee. I went out looking for her Monday night. I met up with a close friend of the family, and she told me that Kylie was seen Saturday morning at Boca with a man at a local campground. That kind of matches Nick Tow Truck's story. I thought maybe she had her story wrong after Kylie was found, but now I am not sure.
Authorities in Placer County are investigating the disappearance of a 16-year-old girl in Truckee.
See, these pictures are from courtesy of Sammy Smith.
As a possible abduction.
I think she got these from Jagger, though. It's just crazy to me. If you look at these same bracelets that Kylie has on, Sammy has them on 2 of the community meetings. And then she quickly takes them off.
Thanks so much for joining us at 5 o'clock on this busy news day. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Curtis Ming. We're streaming right now on CBS News Sacramento. Now, her name is Kylie Rodney, and she was last seen early Saturday morning at a party near the Prosser family campground in Truckee. Friends and family are out there right.
And here's the thing about Kylie's bracelet here. This teal one is for the otter place she visited down in Mexico. If this bracelet and the writing match on Sammy's wrist the following days, how does Sammy have her bracelet on? I don't think Kylie's gonna part with this otter bracelet from, it's a keepsake from Mexico.
Thanks so much for joining us at 5 o'clock on this busy news day. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Curtis Ming. We're streaming right now on CBS News Sacramento. Now, her name is Kylie Rodney, and she was last seen early Saturday morning at a party near the Prosser family campground in Truckee. Friends and family are out there right now searching for her.
See, why do they continue saying she was last seen early Saturday morning? They should say late Friday night into Saturday morning. It makes it sound like she was seen at like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
CBS 13 Steve Large joins us live now near Truckee with the very latest on this case. Steve.
Yeah, live at the Truckee Community Center that has been turned into a kind of a makeshift command center for all these volunteers that have showed up searching for Kylie Rodney. And you can see there's been hugs, there's lots of t-shirts saying find Kylie. There are maps out here, lots of food. People out here for a third full day searching for Kylie Rodney. We want to show.
Yeah, they were focused on that necklace. Like, that's what's crazy to me is like, if you listen to the press conferences, they tell you how they're looking for all of these small items. Like, if you're looking for these small items, then running into a big item like, I don't know, a Honda CR-V isn't going to be that hard.
Show you her picture once again right now, and here is a look at Kylie Rodney, 16 years old.
Courtesy of Sammy Smith.
5'7", 118 pounds, blonde hair, and Placer County Sheriff's Office says they're.
And I just want to point one.
Authorities in Placer County.
I want to point something out about this necklace that Kylie's wearing here. You see how this necklace here, no matter which way you try to get it to hang, it's not going to hang right here like the surveillance picture.
118
Unlike
pounds,
Sammy's
blonde hair,
that hangs right
and
over
Placer
here.
County Sheriff's Office says they're treating this like an abduction because her
shoulder, her clavicle bones, none of Kylie's shape lines up with that surveillance picture. I, for the most part, trust Nick. I just wish that he would really put the nail in the coffin by either providing GPS or, I mean, at this point, all he would have to do is provide proof of his tax statements that he worked for this company. And it would blow this case wide fucking open and prove that they're lying about him working there. It would prove that they're lying about, I mean, look how many people went on the venture and found out that they do have vans. Thank you, Cece. They do have vans, and they do have front and rear cameras. And this place somehow turns around and says that, nope, no, we don't. Nope, he never worked here. Could you imagine if Nick turned around and was like, here's my 2022 tax returns. Look, I did work for this roadside assistance program. Can you imagine what that would do for Kylie's case?
Pounds, blonde hair, and Placer County Sheriff's Office says they're treating this like an abduction because her car also has.
And the thing of it is like, he doesn't even have to do it. All the FBI has to do is audit his tax returns.
Not been found. We'll get into that more in just a bit, but let's show you some video from around this area where volunteers and search and rescue crews have been scouring the entire area around Prosser Campground.
That's right. Our FBI is getting a major revamping. Once it's in the makes of revamping, I'm reaching out.
And where she was last seen at about midnight Friday. She was at a senior farewell party. We also had the opportunity to talk to her mother. Of course, a very difficult time for her mom.
Look, look, and you see right here where they're putting these flyers. This is at that grocery store right by that Moon healthcare place.
Here's what she had to say earlier today.
Safeway.
It was at 11:30. She told me that she was leaving in 40.
And you notice how consistent, this is what's crazy to me, is you notice how consistent, no matter what day it's been, what time it's been, who's questioning her, this mom's story has never fucking changed. Unlike Sammy's, that has changed with every single interview.
5 minutes, I'm going to be on her way home. A terrible
opportunity to talk to her mother. Of course,
consistency
a very
right here.
difficult time for her mom. Here's what she had to say earlier today.
It was at 11:30. She told me that she was leaving in 45 minutes. I'm going to be on her way home. I'm a terrible mother. I'd slept. I said, you know, wake me up when you come home.
See, and she's trying to joke here. She's making a joke that she feels like a terrible mother because she slept. You know, she's trying to make light of things. And in my opinion, like, going through deaths. My brother's death. Watching my sister be pulled off of life support. Watching both of my parents slowly die. You try to find light moments. Moments where you can pull a memory and kind of have a giggle about it to keep you from breaking down. But every time this mom speaks of Kylie, she lights up. You can tell this mother is proud of her child. Oh, you've never seen this? All right, I'll rewind it. I'll shut up and let it play.
Had the opportunity to talk to her mother. Of course, a very difficult time for her mom. Here's what she had to say earlier today.
It was at 11:30. She told me that she was leaving in 45 minutes. I'm going to be on her way home. I'm a terrible mother. I'd slept. I said, you know, wake me up when you come home.
See that? You see that? Oh, remember. Damn it, I did it again. She's trying to make light of a moment, that's all. But something happens around the 9th. Why does this lady look so scared that the news media's got her on it? That's crazy.
It was at 11:30. She told me that she was leaving in 45 minutes.
See, she's somber, telling the last moments that she talked, or who she thought was her daughter that she spoke to.
I'm going to be on her way home. I'm a terrible mother.
And what the media does is they clip and edit things. That's why one thing that I've always said on my channel is I will try with all my might to never clip anything. And the people that judged me for clipping things, I was like, here, I'll just put the full statement out. And then that's when they were all like, all this shit. I wouldn't have full statements if people wouldn't have sent them to me on their own free will. But here you see a mom, somber.
I'm a terrible mother.
And now you see the edit of the news person trying to make light with her, trying to lift her spirits. And she's telling you she felt like a terrible mother because she slept. You cannot judge her for trying to find light in the moments. You can't. You cannot.
Well, mother, I'd slept. I said, you know, wake me up when you come home.
And then when she says, wake me up when you come home, her tone goes back to the somber moment. This is how a grieving mother looking for her child would react, in my opinion. I'll rewind it one more time for those who've never seen this interview.
Here's what she had to say earlier today.
It was at 11:30. She told me that she was leaving in 45 minutes. I'm going to be on her way home. I'm a terrible mother. I'd slept. I said, you know, wake me up when you come home. And then I woke up at 8 a.m. and realized she hadn't woken me up. She's so responsible. She always checks in. She always texts me when she's out and lets me know, even checking in multiple times a night, even when she's out with friends.
See, and I would, like, that's the thing is, I wish they wouldn't have clipped this mother. I see why she calls it a media frenzy. I'm just gonna play her whole part here because What she says right here is important. Super important.
Slept. I said, you know, wake me up when you come home. And then I woke up at 8 a.m. and realized she hadn't woken me up.
Her
She's
story
so
never
responsible.
changes.
She always checks in.
You see how responsible she knows her daughter is right here. Her story has never changed.
She's so responsible. She always checks in. She always texts me when she's out and lets me know, even checking in multiple times a night, even when she's out with friends.
And this is where I grow suspicious of the people that last spoke to Kylie. Is her mom specifically says here that she checks in multiple times. And I think this is why she says it was so out of character for her, because she only texted her once. It's my opinion based upon all the information that I just keep going over.
So responsible. She always checks in. She always texts me when she's out and lets me know, even checking in multiple times a night, even when she's out with friends.
And it's just crazy that Kylie didn't check in multiple times. You see what I'm saying? It seems to me that somebody got a hold of Kylie's phone and her keys and a keychain and some necklaces. And this is why they're looking for all of these things.
Her mother beating herself up here. Now, you can imagine just what she is going through, the anguish as this turns into day 3 of her daughter missing. Want to show you the picture of her vehicle and her license.
I'm just going to see if there is a way that I can reach out to all these news stations and get the full stories, the raw, uncut interviews.
Plate. It's California license plate number 8YUR127. It's a silver Honda CRV. Now, notably, the CHP has not issued an Amber Alert in this case because they are saying that this is not a credible abduction at this point. They have.
See, even CHP early on says this is not a credible abduction. I don't understand why CHP did not push FBI to investigate. The last person that knew what was going on, that knew what was happening, that received a phone call that the FBI knows couldn't have possibly happened. And if it did, then clearly it would rule out the fire cam footage. I want to know who had the money pool and the power pool to make these people not investigate this properly.
Have no proof, according to their own threshold, that this in fact is an abduction.
That's the only logical reason why I could think at the time that she did. Because if you think about the time when Lindsay walks up there, Cassie is holding her hand like a fucking princess with that fucking star-shaped, I don't know if it's a deputized medallion that she got to help protect the Truckee Way or what's going on there. But you can see the mom stomping up there, and the way that she puts her hand around her neck and kisses her face and whispers what she does in her ear, Lindsay, honey, I would love to know what you said to her.
And one of the 4 criteria that the Amber Alert system needs is that proof of an abduction and also proof that a victim could be an imminent.
Yeah, Sammy, why is there no proof of an abduction?
The CHP, at least for their part, is saying that criteria has not been met. The Placer County Sheriff, they're saying that they are treating this as if she has been abducted because they can't find her vehicle. And as a result of treating it that way and putting this out there in that manner, the FBI is now also involved in the search for Kylie Rodney right now.
And now we have 3 different agencies involved. In one of those pictures there you saw, she had her cell phone in her hand. You have to wonder.
It's just really crazy to me how Nate goes from having hair sticking out the side of hats and shit to cutting his hair to making one appearance at the very first recorded press conference to disappearing from the limelight. And if Kylie and Nate weren't dating, why would Bob show up clear out of Silicon Valley to celebrations and stuff, you know? Yeah, it's crazy how they turned off the sign as well.
And now we have 3 different agencies involved. In one of those pictures there you saw, she had her cell phone in her hand.
There's more than 3 agencies because you got Truckee PD, Nevada County Sheriff's Office, Placer County Sheriff's Office, and the FBI right there.
Have to wonder, have they pinged her cell phone anywhere around the area, Steve?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they did not get warrants and ping all of these phones.
They have not been able to find any activation of her cell phone since that party that night. So again, that was Friday midnight. Her mom said that she had got that call. I know that she...
Look, man, she texted her mom at 1:45. She asked her mom for 15 minutes to a half an hour. She was going to be home late. At 12:03, somebody turns off the location of her phone, which is not like Kylie. I've seen numerous statements from interviews with quotations around them that the mom says it is not like Kylie to turn off her location. It is not like Kylie to not share her location with her. So from that, as from an investigator point of view, like that right there should tell you who obtained Kylie's phone. And from that, you should be pinging that tower to see what phones were in use and pinging around the location that the Snapchat last pinged her phone. It's really not that fucking hard. It's really not. Unless you're trying to protect somebody that runs them streets. And then you have the 12:33 hard shutoff, and then Sammy saying she had a conversation with her at 12:36, where the FBI says it's not possible. Come on, FBI, don't fail Kylie Rodney.
Also made a call to a friend, so right around that time is the last time the cell phone ping has been located.
All right, Steve, thank you very much.
Authorities
and then once they're done blowing this fucking corruption open that happened around Kylie Rodney's case, they need to move on to Trinity Backus, because that little girl did not do that shit to herself either. She did not have any wounds on the bottom of her feet that would indicate her running down the road, her running through thickets, and getting caught in the woods where she did. Y'all got me fucked up. A friend of... Ooh, that's my voice. A friend of missing teen Kylie Rodney has spoken about the pair's final phone call before her friend vanished from a campground party in California. Samantha Smith, 18, tells The Independent she was the last person to speak with 16-year-old Kylie after midnight on Saturday. Quote, "At 12:36 a.m., she called me, ... and this is the last call anybody had with her. We said, love you, good night, get home safe." See, that sentence already changed. That's how you could tell this girl is hiding something. She is withholding information. She is obstructing justice. None of her statements have stayed the same. Because her previous one was, love you, goodbye, have fun. And that's the last thing we heard of her. Well, Samantha, the FBI says her phone hard shut off at 12:33 a.m. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office told The Independent on Monday that the department could not confirm whether Samantha was the last person to speak to Kylie, but said that shortly after midnight her phone was turned off. Oh, look. Here's the August 8th SAR, which I do have pictures of this without this on the screen. It's actually a whole video. See that, y'all? That right there, this alone is proof enough that they scoured Prosser. This is just a helicopter. This doesn't include the numerous dive teams. This doesn't include the ROV in the water. This doesn't include the kayakers, the paddleboarders, the boaters. This doesn't include the sheriff's office's boats. This is just one flight from search and rescue. One. Dedicated resources on August 8th. This was released on the 9th at 9 a.m. Assisting agencies: California Highway Patrol, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Homeland Security, which, man, that one right there. Homeland Security getting involved. Truckee Police Department and Washoe County Sheriff's Office. Personnel assigned. This is all the MIT 77. Dedicated personnel hours, 528 hours. Searching Prosser. Including 3 air resources. Placer County Sheriff's Office had a helicopter out, CHP had a helicopter out, and Washoe County Sheriff's Office had a helicopter out. 3 helicopters. You're telling me 77 agents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different agencies. 528 hours with 3 helicopters. With statements, "We know where she isn't." The Placer County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Sheriff's Office continued to search for 16-year-old Kylie Rodney, who went missing in the early morning hours. You see that? Early morning hours. 12:30 is not early morning hours. Of August 6th, near the Prosser family campground. Numerous resources and agencies have responded to help locate Kylie over the past several days. This includes investigators and search and rescue specialists from across the region. Today, helicopters from California Highway Patrol and the Placer County Sheriff's Office continue. Okay, Washoe might have stopped their aerial stuff, but California Highway Patrol and Placer County Sheriff's Office continue to do aerial searches for Kylie and her vehicle. The figures outlined above are reflective of the search and rescue efforts on August 8th. So on August 8th, 3 air resources were up. On the 9th, the 2 continued scouring for her. Okay? A community meeting press conference will be held at the Truckee Donner Rec Center at 2 p.m. today, August 9th. We urge anyone who may have any information about Kylie to please contact our tip line. You can remain anonymous. And here's a whole nother number.
I want nothing more than to hug you.
We start tonight with breaking news. Investigators in Placer County saying they believe a missing teen may have been kidnapped.
No.
This is 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. She was last seen.
If she was kidnapped, it was by somebody close to her at that party, in my opinion.
Yesterday in Placer County. And you just heard from Kylie's mom at the top there. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 10. I'm Eric Rucker. The 16-year-old was last seen at a party near the Prosser family camp.
Katie Bug, there's no way they missed her. I firmly believe she was not there yet. I feel the same way, Anna Bean. I wish we weren't still covering this. I wish... I wish somebody would have brought this little girl home rather than lying on her.
Campground in Truckee. Her vehicle is also missing and is described as a silver 2013 Honda CR-V. Kylie's parents desperate for help tonight, and they're asking anyone who might know something about where their daughter is to please come forward.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to rehash
Seen
that.
wearing Dickies pants and a black tank top. Anyone
Still
with
a
any
tank top on
information
the
regarding
8th.
the teen's whereabouts are encouraged to send tips to the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
That number is the same as the last number, so that's Placer County Sheriff's Office number right there. Like, all of these people should fucking be outraged. Outraged. At all of these party attendees. Hey, ain't that Jagger's friend right there? Isn't this the dude that was up in Reno with Kate and Jagger? I think it is. Pretty sure it is, actually. I think it is. I think this is the dude that they were mistaking for Ronnie, because there's him in them shorts. Look, Sammy's frantic on her phone. Look at her being all frantic on her phone. Watch her. She is frantic on that phone, y'all.
Hi, I'm Josh Little.
And I'm Rebecca Kitchen. It's Monday, August 8th. Here are your 8 things to know.
The Placer County Sheriff's Office is looking for 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. She was last seen just after midnight on Saturday at a party near the Prosser family campground.
Now that's a different number. 530-886-5375.
I want...
Yeah, it's a totally different number.
Hi, I'm Josh Little.
And I'm Rebecca Kitchen. It's
on the CR-V with California plates.
And a man still missing after falling into the Truckee River Saturday afternoon. He was floating on an inner tube when he got pulled under near Doroscar Park. The search was called off around 5:30 that night.
So here's the news thing about a man that's still missing in the Truckee River.
A 26-year-old man is dead following a shooting in Sparks. Happened just after noon.
A 26-year-old man is shot to death during a domestic dispute in Sparks. Apartment complex on Kylie Parkway? Are you kidding me? Kylie Parkway in Sparks? Come on, y'all.
On Saturday at an apartment complex on Kylie Parkway. Sparks police say he was shot by his girlfriend during a violent
Oh, damn, she shot him?
domestic dispute.
A 13-year-old suffered non-life-threatening injuries after being hit by a car. This was Saturday afternoon at Greenfield Hills Road and Hoot Owl Way.
Damn, this happened in Sparks as well. Sheesh. Yo, what's this?
Report for a competency hearing at the request of the defense. The district attorney is not objecting.
Judge orders Troy Driver competency hearing. And then I remember seeing a thing on a Washoe County, can't remember what he was. He was under scrutiny for CSAM stuff. I really wish that one newscaster out of Las Vegas was still alive, because this dude would tear into this case. But that's the dude that was wound up. He was killed by, I can't remember if it was a district attorney or somebody running for Congress or something like that, but somebody that was running for something wound up killing this man because he was doing research on him sleeping with a woman that worked under him.
To an evaluation, a preliminary hearing.
I follow way so much stuff that I probably should talk about on here, but I honestly don't.
For the trial is set for next month.
27-year-old Darius Horn, the man suspected of prowling in the Northeast Reno neighborhood.
Well, now, see, look, you got Darius Horn, that is a suspected prowler from Northeast Reno. Meanwhile, you got a 16-year-old girl that's missing? Was he at this party?
Hood is facing new charges, including destruction of property and 2 more counts of spying through an opening of a home.
Roman candle.
This motherfucker's peeping in windows and shit.
Fireworks are to blame for starting a brush fire out instead. Happened just before 2.
Jeez, dude. There's a lot of shit going on. And this is what's crazy, okay? This is August 8th weather. It's 90 degrees during the daytime and only hitting 66. The low for the week is 63. See, this is why I kept a lot of, I don't know, White Rain. I could have been Ron, because they said he was 26. On Sunday evening, Lindsay Neiman put out an impassioned plea on social media for people to come forward with information that could help her find her 16-year-old daughter. We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and love her so much. Kylie, if you see this, please just come home. I want nothing more than to hug you. If anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them. Ma'am, I think you need to have them ping them towers. Well, it's too late to ping them, but now, at this point, get subpoenas on certain people that alleged to be the last people that talked to her, like Sammy, Elsa, and that Ari. Start there. Start with the dude that parked next to her. That's, all these weird, creepy dudes are there, and this dude's deciding to take a nap and shit. Musalam noted that the Placer County and Nevada County Sheriff's Offices are working together in the investigation to combine needed resources because Rodney is a resident of Placer County. Musalam also confirmed that the FBI is now involved in the investigation and that aerial search efforts using helicopters are continuing. California Highway Patrol and Truckee Police are also assisting. Truckee Police, where are all my fucking FOIAs? That's what I want to know. Scores of volunteers, scores is a lot, are looking to help in whatever way they can, came out to the Truckee Community Rec Center Monday morning, where Search Information Headquarters has been set up. See, this whole we're not looking to bust anybody else. Well, who got busted? Is what I want to know. I wonder if they did not dangle charges over this mom's head to get her to shut up. And now here you go. This is when the nighttime of the 8th is when the story started changing. With reports of 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults in attendance at the gathering from areas as far as Reno, Auburn, Incline Village, and South Lake Tahoe. Well, where did Grass Valley go? Concerned citizens seeking to help find Rodney broke into groups that will search throughout Truckee and North Tahoe and beyond, including places as far as Carson City and the Bay Area. Driving through back roads, streets, anywhere you can drive or you can think a car could go. That's where we need to check in bushes on sides of the roads, said Sammy Smith. There was a case a while ago. People weren't found for 3 weeks and they were found dead because they had flipped off the highway because they were in bushes and nobody saw them. Please be looking everywhere that you can for her car. Oh, here we go. We got this in text form. Rodney's silver CRV is not known to have any stickers. Listen, y'all. These are quotes from Sammy. Rodney's silver Honda CR-V is not known to have any stickers or identifiable scratches or dents. Smith said that Rodney carried a keychain that had on it a Zoomies brand metal reusable straw holder described as a small metal black cylinder that said Zoomies on it. Rodney's cell phone, described as a black iPhone with a Sex Wax brand sticker on the back, is also missing. It has been out of service since the time she disappeared. Smith cautioned searchers to be cognizant of items like car bumpers and license plates that may be spotted on the side of the road. Should such an item be spotted, the location and other information should be texted to Sammy at 530-414-4109. Should Rodney or her vehicle be spotted, the Placer County Sheriff's Office should be contacted immediately. Well, if we're finding bumpers and license plates and a Zoomies thingy, we're supposed to contact Sammy? But if her vehicle is spotted, then you contact the Placer County Sheriff's Office. That's shady as fuck, y'all. That is shady as fuck. Oof. Yo. Flags all on that play. Yes, yes, that part is flags. Yes, it is. See, this is why I document everything that I possibly can. And this is why certain people hate me so much, and I don't care. Hate me all you need to. I can't get it out of my head. That's why I'm here, because you just feel like you want to do something, anything, said Cindy Shippey, owner of Cha Fine Teas of Truckee, where Rodney works. See, she still works there. She's talking in present tense. That's why if you look at the non-payment things, Kylie didn't pick up 2 paychecks. That's why. She's a strong young woman. She really is. She's a strong personality, and my only hope is she is somewhere where we've just got to find her, because she would be tough wherever she is. She was the girl that all of her friends came to for strength, and I'm sure her friends are completely devastated. Which is kind of strange, Miss Shippey, don't you think? That Sammy doesn't seem devastated whatsoever. Although social media posts advertising the search event at the Truckee Rec Center said to arrive between 10 and 11 this morning, there will be people throughout the day and into the night. Anyone seeking to volunteer, whether it's going out and physically searching for Rodney or by posting and distributing informational flyers or any other manners of assisting, should, I don't know what that says. The team is also in need of items like mobile hotspots. Mobile hotspots, pens, paper, clips, boards, phone chargers, and mobile batteries, in addition to more flyers and tools to post flyers, such as a hammer, staplers, and tape. I think if anybody wants to donate some water and snacks and things that can keep us in place where we're staying hydrated and fed, that's beautiful, said Cassie Hebel, who was helping organize the search effort. Truckee mom April Cole came by the tent to offer her assistance in obtaining food and beverages for volunteers. She's got a son the same age as Rodney, but who was not in attendance at the party. He wasn't there, but he woke up in the morning and he was like, "Oh my God, this party was crazy. And there's a girl missing. And I just felt so close to home," Cole said. How crazy was this party? As a customer of Cha Fine Teas, she's gotten to know Rodney's smiling face behind the counter and felt a pull to come assist in the search effort. It just felt like use all of your resources that you can make available to help, because that's what I would want for anybody in our community, Cole said. So that's why I'm here. What can we do? Search organizer Smith is welcoming any and all volunteers, but noted that there is one strict requirement before heading out to search for her dear friend. All volunteers must register at the trailer located in the parking. Why are you keeping tabs on them? Yes, she did, Anna. I think what Megan did was went on all of these social medias, took in the information, and tried to put it out like it was her own. That's what I think Megan did. All volunteers must register at the trailer located in the parking lot to the right of the Truckee Community Rec Center on Truckee Way. This is a mandatory requirement to ensure the integrity of anyone seeking to claim the posted $50,000 reward for information leading to the location of Rodney. Well, why didn't Doug or Nick Founder, why didn't he get the $50,000? To ensure the integrity of anyone seeking to claim the posted $50,000 reward for information leading to the location of Rodney. It is also requested that volunteers wear a white t-shirt so that they are more easily identifiable to law enforcement officers who also may be out searching. And here's a picture of police dive teams join the search for Kylie on August 9th. An exclusive DailyMail.com photo shows boats searching Prosser Creek Reservoir, which is a 760-acre stretch of water. No, April Cole is she's actually separate from Megan. I think she does stuff with the Rotary Club. I could be wrong, but I think she's of somebody of importance to the Truckee area. I don't know what this is. I think this is just me documenting everything that I possibly could. Yeah. Oh, go back. Okay, this is August 8th, 2022, from Placer County Sheriff's Office. The Placer County Sheriff's Office continues to search for missing 16-year-old Truckee resident Kylie Rodney. Detectives are currently following up on leads, and our Falcon 30 helicopter is assisting the Nevada County Sheriff's Office with the search for Kylie. Our air operations crew will be flying over the Interstate 80 corridor between Donner Summit and the Nevada state line, and will continue searching around the Prosser Lake area. And they do say continue searching around the Prosser Lake area. Despite the numerous resources we have utilized, Kylie and her vehicle are still missing. We are currently coordinating with the California Highway Patrol, Truckee Police, FBI, and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office as we continue our search for Kylie. We are trying to obtain as much information as possible. Our focus is getting Kylie home safely. Right? I feel you, White Rain. Oh, my stomach's growling. Why? Sonar the lake, which they did. Oh, Megan Cole, let's get her home. My heart just breaks for all friends and family. Meanwhile, bitch, you went out there and made fun of Kylie, made fucking songs up about her, made fucking jokes about her. Get the fuck out of here. You don't care about Kylie. The only person you cared about was protecting Sammy Smith. Protecting them kids. And on August 8th, people were already reaching out to Adventures with Purpose. Oh no, I hadn't seen anything about her being with someone. That person has been talked to, I assume. This is getting sadder and scarier. John Winford says, the CRV is probably in a garage in Reno or the Tahoe area. Megan, wonder where you got your information from. Oh no, after going through all of the Facebook group posts that I could and documenting them all, and then also going through Emma Golden, which y'all watch for that drop tomorrow. I'm going to put Emma Golden's Facebook group post with all the comments that are attached to it. It is clear to me that Megan took all the information from these fake Facebook groups and fucking regurgitated them like she was somebody fucking important. She is a nobody that wanted to feel like somebody, and she fucking coattail ride off of fucking Kylie Rodney's back while making fun of a deceased girl, telling us to move on when she inserted herself into this case and put all this information out there on her own. Everything that I've ever obtained or put out about Megan is because she sent it to me. Would there be any chance she would be with a group of wheelers around Hellhole? There was a young blonde girl yesterday with a group of young males. She seemed to be the only girl. Short blue jean cutoffs, white tank, flip-flops. Nope. I forgot that I fucking documented all this. Yep, that happened with the Fernley girl. A group of people from over the world changed the group name to find XXX and gained thousands more followers. Once she was found, they moved it to another case. National Center for Missing and Endangered Incorporated. At Placer County Sheriff's Office, we have shared update and continue to follow this case. National Center for Missing and Endangered Incorporated. Oh, here's Megan again. We need it on YouTube news channels. That's where kids and lots watch. Oh yeah, Megan. See? She started it all. I'm just curious if she's not the one that hooked Tony Dodge and Sammy Smith up. I mean, after all, she's the one that admitted to fucking questioning her the night before to make sure Tony was asking her the same questions. It's crazy as hell. This bitch and her daughter are all up in all these comments. Protecting her own interests, in my opinion. And fuck you, Megan, with all the toy car and all the nasty shit you did to this child's name. Karma's coming. Watch. Bet. I love you, Outdoorsy. There's another meetup August 8th. See, that one didn't get put out in media. At 10 a.m. at the Truckee Community Rec Center. I still think all of the rec center stuff that got put out, I think they were a day late and $1 short to make it look like it was a specific day when it wasn't. And then they just kept regurgitating it to pass it on to the next day. A Voice for the Voiceless Incorporated, True Crime Sister shared it. See? Someone needs to go through all the kids' phones that were at the party. Someone had video. I agree with that statement. You also have to think with the Vicky and Casey White case that they fled to another state without knowing the exact direction they went. Now, aw, thank you, Outdoorsy. I love you, girl. I forgot that I even recorded all this. R is another person that fucking documented a lot of social media stuff when I didn't. And I think that's why she got attacked. I've noticed any of the people that document everything so that people can't take things back are the ones that got attacked. Placer County Sheriff's Office. Just look for the person. You sound like the new breed cop who do nothing while telling citizens to do your defended jobs. Dude, I like this Tammy Brown. August 8th, they are currently searching via chopper, etc. Kids need to step forward, period. The fact that this party was being advertised in Reno, Auburn, etc. It could be anyone that saw her. Time to get your kids to talk. I totally agree. Maybe someone has a picture that could lead to a suspect. Yes, someone knows something. They're talking about the search, and this person is saying, I think generally anywhere. She didn't disappear into thin air. Someone made her disappear, or she had a tragic accident, which I don't believe, and could literally be anywhere in the area. Why are they only flying to the state line? Are you also coordinating with Nevada authorities? Considering they are coordinating with the FBI, it seems all nearby law enforcement are assisting or at least aware at this point. And that's the thing, is like, the reason why they're branching out to like the Nevada state line, Reno area, is because they've already scoured Prosser. Like, I know these law enforcement agents want to play it off like they weren't trained or they didn't have enough or they made a boo-boo and missed the car, but no, I think y'all are just fine. I think the millions of dollars in equipment that y'all have, millions and millions and millions of dollars of equipment and training programs, you guys do training programs monthly. Monthly. 20,000 hours, and you're telling me in 35 minutes AWP found her? Well, then that would imply that after you stop searching, somebody put that car and that little girl in that water. And it's highly suspicious what the fire cams are doing during this entire search. It's almost like you guys already know that some fucky ass shit done went down. It's the only reason why you would let somebody like Sammy Smith run this fucking show. And y'all let her make some incriminating ass statements, yet you didn't do anything to investigate her. Why is that? I am praying hard for her to come home safe. Someone had to see her with someone. Exactly. Sammy's biggest thing was that she just thinks that somebody else knows something, that somebody offered her a ride, but then didn't give her a ride home. Well, what makes you think that, Sammy? Oh, I'm not giving up on Kylie, y'all. Y'all already know that I am invested in this little girl. I ain't doing it for clout. I'm not doing it for money, clearly. This channel isn't even monetized. And you see how very little I've been trying to put out on my other channel. And most of that shit isn't monetized. There's another mention of Adventures with Purpose. They are recreational divers who tend to fill in the gaps after law enforcement has done their due diligence. Not sure it's a good time to interfere with law enforcement officers and the FBI at this time, but it's a resource nonetheless. And everybody keeps saying about the water, the water, the water. They search the fucking water. All these people are saying, hoping fentanyl wasn't involved. It's so strange. Usually someone, somewhere, sees something. It's just like she disappeared into thin air. I find that so strange as well. All of her friends just left her there, even though she was clearly intoxicated. None of the friends cared to make sure to ask how she was getting home, or who she was going home, or who was going to give her a ride. It's just so, I'm just so heartbroken for her mother. Teenagers never think anything bad is going to happen to them. They live a happy life in a state of denial. Hey, some Shan commented on here. Haha, that's great. No, it's not right, and you can tell that these people, as this case rolled out, more and more people became more complicit with the fucking Truckee way. Trained tracking bloodhound, question mark. The dog and the handler have to have a starting point of the vehicle. Need a scent article, then they can usually start from the last place she was seen. Which is true, like, if all these people are claiming that she fell in a hole and that she walked away alone to her car, like, a dog should have picked up her scent. Where did they have this dog at, is my question. I would suggest a dive team for the reservoir. It just seems to vanish and phone went out. It may be a strong possibility. Also, how come all party goers aren't coming forward, or have I missed that? They pleaded for national and international attention, and then they didn't like so many taking interest. Exactly. That's one thing, is like, I know how the news media operates. When I was younger, at a place that I had lived at, they were doing like this summertime, summer in the fun type thingy. And when the news media came and like took our pictures and like wrote the article up, watching at a young age, the media, I'm not going to say twist things, but take a story that isn't there and create one out of thin air is what kind of made me at a very young age, like 13 years old, start kind of paying attention to what's truth and what's not. And then when I went on to the Maury Povich show and they made me sign an NDA that I could not leave once I started the 3-day process of preparing for the show, and then seeing how everything is literally written on cue cards, and even if it isn't true, they make you read it from a cue card, had me out there telling people, like, I wore colognes that I didn't, that I wore items of clothes that I didn't, making me pretend to be somebody that I wasn't, all for entertainment purposes. I know how the news media spins things. And then to watch politics, government, and media all together in the past 25 years, watching recently, as a person that at first didn't trust Trump back in his first election because of the way news media can manipulate people and twist stories and run smear campaigns, and then just paying absolute attention to both sides and seeing how people will do anything and say anything for a little bit of profit is why I just cannot. And then after seeing Kylie's case and Trinity's case, and then deep diving all these other cases in Placer County, Nevada County, California, I see it. I see it as a whole picture. The corruption within our media networks. And then if you guys are paying attention to what's going on in the real world right now in real time, and what's being exposed, and how money was extorted and put into the media to put false misinformation out there, and then brainwash people into thinking that the other side is the one that's misinforming people when it's really them, and they're just projecting, and then going back to the beginning of Kylie's case and seeing the whole picture. It's fucking mind-blowing how much this community manipulated the family, manipulated the friends, manipulated their own community, manipulated the fucking media, brought in PR people to twist a fucking story out of the context, and then blame YouTubers for people like Megan Cole that started out in Facebook groups that went on to twist fucking narratives. It fucking blows my mind. And in seeing all of that over the years, back in like, I think it was like 2014, 2015, I changed from a Democrat to independent/libertarian, and then weighing both sides of the spectrum. This past election cycle, I switched to Republican because I cannot stand for what the Democratic Party has done to America. It's fucking deplorable what our country has come to. And to see what they're doing to turn things around for the American people, the things that they're exposing, to hear that the Epstein list is coming out and it will be very soon, I'm here for it. Yeah, some people are born with no conscience, but you have to also understand that technically we are all born with conscience. It just all depends on your upbringing, how much you're brainwashed, how much you're indoctrined into the system. I think we are all born free thinkers, but people are manipulated from a very young age. They're groomed. It's sickening. It's sickening that people get a taste of money and they'll do anything to continue getting a taste of that money. It doesn't matter if it's dirty money. It doesn't matter if it's corrupt money. They'll continue to do it just to line their pockets. It's sickening. I'm just going to keep letting this play. It's like so many people are saying about Prosser. But I don't think people realize how much they really truly check that water. The devil is a liar. And that's the thing, like, I am blessed to have grown up in Las Vegas. I am blessed to have grown up out west to see how fast life truly is, how quick kids that grow up in cities around that type of peer pressure and influence. Whoa, Mandy Jones. How kids in certain areas are influenced to grow up at a much rapid rate than kids that say grow up out here in the sticks. It's a lot different. Wait, what did that say? Something about physics. Hold on a second. Oh, psychic. I just read a post on a scanner group that said a car was found, but no vehicle description. It's crazy how many spottings there were of her vehicle. It's crazy how many people saw her and her car at Prosser at Boca the next day. Yeah, and hearing about the party Lord of the Flies, I believe it. I remember growing up in Vegas and how it was. Check the Epstein list. Oh wait, it doesn't exist anymore. We're supposed to forget about it. Jeez, this dude. You look like you support child trafficking. I was just posting facts about the rich pedophiles not being investigated, and I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with it, but I don't defend chomos like you. I like this person. I mean, people are still cutthroat out here. Growing up in my teens, people still partied out in the middle of the woods and shit, but you never you go to somewhere in a group, you leave in a group. Like, you never, ever, ever, ever leave somebody alone. And it's just crazy to me that everybody distanced themselves from Kylie. Why? And then it makes me wonder about Sam saying, not Sammy, Sam Brown, saying about if you saw anything gruesome. About this being scary. Like, why would you say all of these things if it was just going to lead to an accident? Everybody's saying, get an Amber Alert, Amber Alert, Amber Alert. This person's calling Sammy out right here. She wasn't distraught enough that evening and knowingly let her friend drive home drunk, then admitted she was so drunk that she would have crashed. Not a very good friend in my opinion. Her friend said, right now we believe this is an abduction case. She was in no state to drive and she wouldn't have made it far or would have crashed, Samantha added. So instead of the obvious, she did crash, she offers the most dramatic explanation that she was abducted. She didn't want to drive with her because she seemed intoxicated, so she lets her go alone. Great friend. Like, and that's the thing is, like, did they check the I-80 cameras? Because if you think about where Sammy lives, she would have had to have crossed at least the underpass of 80 to get across there towards her neck of the woods. It's odd to me that they hush-hush investigated whatever they did. It's concerning. It's incredible to see how many people are putting prayers out here in this feed, though. Adventures with purpose again. Some kids are evil. I learned that at a young age. A group of hillbilly boys tied me to a tree beside a bobcat cave. What? Oh my god, Katie Bug, that's terrible, honey. But I can't say anything. My own family's done some terrible shit to me being the baby of a family. I think I'm gonna hop off of here once this finishes playing through, though. We'll go for round 3 tomorrow, maybe in the morning time. Likely in the morning time at some point. There's a lot. Like, I've documented a lot, and like I said, I'm still not done organizing all this out. I want to organize this all out so that it's in dated order. Ugh. Yo, why does this say everyone post a license plate number and vehicle description in your cars? Watch for all white Honda CR-Vs? Somebody corrected and said it was silver. Recent post from Kylie's mom was that she did not drive her car after drinking at the party. Yeah, that's insane, Katie Bug. Why is this paused here? Oh, this is going so fast now. I don't think major highways need to be focused. Back roads and roads, likely 89, need to be searched high and low. Nick Ross. Did several loops on both sides at 89 yesterday on my dirt bike. Prosser Hill along fields where the party was, all the way up to Carpenter Valley Road. No sign of the car. This says Placer County Sheriff's Office. Watch your backs and go home safe. Yikes. This is very similar to how the Alexis Gabe case began. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Oh, this is making me nauseous going so fast. Here's another sonar reflections. They do side sonar. Ugh, I'm nauseous. Hey, y'all, need to check the lakes around the area. Maybe she accidentally went into the lake. Distractions and lies. Activate Find My Phone, or the Bluetooth location feature by Apple enables you to locate an offline iPhone as long as it's switched on. Moreover, you can find a switched off iPhone by tracking its last known location using the Find My app in the iCloud. Water search with sonar down image, side image, live scope, 5-mile radius of the party spot. Contact Adventures with Purpose. These divers knew. These sheriff's offices knew. CHP knew. FBI knew. They all knew. They all knew. The Truckee police force seems to be extremely incompetent. First, they can't find the car after 19 hours of searching. A different group finds the car, then the laptop and a small backpack are found by a random guy on YouTube who can visibly see what appears law enforcement can't, or too lazy to care. Have they even interviewed or bothered to find the last guy she was with, that a roadside driver saw her with? Do they even want to solve this, or they don't care? It was just a drunk young teen at a party. Everyone needs to put heat on law enforcement. People need to be held accountable for incompetence. I hope the local reporters are asking a lot of questions. They are not. News media is owned by these same corrupt knuckle draggers. All right, y'all, that's it. I'm going to pause here for tonight. We will continue tomorrow. I'm just going to leave off where we were, because where are we at? What's this? August 8th, Placer County Sheriff's Office. So we are... Oh, man, we're about almost halfway through. Not yet. Oh, my. Wow, dude. We're right here. So we're not even quite halfway through this first folder. So we got a lot more to do tomorrow. Aww. See, I was always the type if boys picked on me in school, I'd beat their ass. I remember I was in 3rd grade and I picked up a 6th grade boy and slammed him on the ground. But I also grew up with a lot of asshole brothers that taught me how to fight, so. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. Thank you so much for being here. I love y'all so much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Justice for Kylie Rodney.